What's up, guys? What's up? I don't know how many people are here already. How are you guys doing? So today we have a few things to talk about. I don't know if the music is too loud. Let me know if the music is too loud. Let me know. But today we have a few things to think about, to talk about. We have some improvement with Arbitrage Stalkers. You know, the tool is going to release soon. We have a lot of stuff to talk about, actually. So let me just make sure that the stream is right. Let me remove this mode. Here we go. So how are you guys doing? I hope you guys are good. And yeah, so we are going to Hangout. Yeah, other stuff like the low inventory level fee is going to start hitting on Amazon if you have too much stock. This is something that you need to be looking into, right? That's another thing. And yeah, so as always, any questions, I'm always there to answer. And yeah, so we can maybe do some sourcing as well. I haven't done a lot of sourcing yet, at least today. What I've been doing mainly, like as you guys know, I'm back in the US, so what I've been doing mainly right now is really sourcing FBM stuff. I did a little bit of retail arbitrage. I'm going into stores little by little, trying to see what's selling retail what's selling FBM, what I can sell FBM, and mainly actually because I'm bored. I'm really bored. Like you may think that, let me drink a little. You may think that having a lot of free time is good, especially when you have a business. It is not. You get bored, and so the more free time you get, the more the more you are going to try to fill that free time, and the more projects you are going to take. So for example, I have this YouTube channel. I have the Amazon business, of course. Okay, I have an eBay business that I'm trying to get back to slowly, and yeah, a lot of stuff. Let me just check. Yo, what's up, Angel? What's a good BSR to stay under for beauty? So beauty, like usually for beauty toys, clothing, shoes, and jewelry, usually I try to stay under 150,000 in general. But a good way to actually estimate this, it can be a little bit different for you, right? A good way to look at it is to, and no, not Arbitrage Stalker actually. Let me just share my screen. So a good way to estimate and to actually look at it for yourself, because BSR is not telling you the whole story, right? So you may want to go to junglescout.com/estimator. And from there, you can enter, for example, okay, you go to the beauty category, you can get pretty much an idea of how many times a month. And let me just make this a tiny bit bigger. Here we go. You can pretty much get an idea of how many times a month a product is selling. So 150,000 in the beauty category is going to be 30 units a month, okay, which is a little bit slow. So it all depends on where you are sourcing your products first, right? Where you are sourcing your products first, and second, what the competition looks like, okay? Because if you are the only one that can actually get a product, if it's a product that is on clearance, okay, you can sell 30 units yourself a month, and you are the only one that knows how to get this product profitably, you can definitely jump at 150,000. Now, usually, if you, for example, if you source at Ulta, a product that is 150,000, it is going to tank for sure. So anything, I'd say maybe 60,000 is going to be 180 sales. It's still a little bit slow for something that you would sell at Ulta, because Ulta, we know Ulta tanks a lot, right? So 30,000 would be 480. It's a little bit better. So it really depends on that, Depending on where you source, you really want to make sure that there's not too much competition for the amount of units that you are going to sell a month, and so you need to look at the how is it called, the variations as well, okay, to make sure that and you know what, we are going to look at an example right now. So let's go on Amazon and let's take a random beauty product that sells at Ulta. So Miele stuff, perfect example. All right, so let's open Seller Amp. Okay, so it's number 2, so it's actually a bad example. Amazon is probably all the brand is on the listing, right? So yeah, not a great listing to look at. But let's look at something else. Beauty products. I know. Pattern leave-in conditioner. All right, let's look at this. It will make a little bit more sense. And there are some ads on it, so probably the brand is selling or some sort of wholesaler. Let's see. The brand is actually selling on Pattern now. You used to be able to buy a lot of those at Ross back in the days, but apparently we cannot do it anymore. Let's see. Yeah, no, the brand is on everything. Let's look at MAC Cosmetic then. Okay, let's try to find a nascent that actually makes sense. Paint pot. I sold a ton of paint pot. More than 1 year ago. Okay, they were super good. They were on sale, 50% off at Macy's, 50% off at Ulta at one point as well, I think. And so they sold super fast. So they were good. But let's look at something else. Yo, you know what? Actually, let's look at the paint pot. Good beauty product, a good example for a beauty product. So, yeah, so, okay, good example. Maybe they were back on sale. Yeah, I used to get them at 17. But it's been a long time. And right now there's a ton of competition. So, you know, it's a great example. It's 17K. But there's like, so it means that it's around 516. But let's see what Jungle Scout, and I've used all my free, no, I haven't used them all. Okay, they won't let me use my other 7 estimates, but like, let's assume that it's 516 sales a month. All right, let's assume. So in that case, you know, like it's 516 sales a month. There's no variation, so it's fine. But we have like 100 offers. So if the buy box were to be split evenly, it means that everybody would get only 5 sales a month, which, you know, most people buy more than 5 units. Most people buy like 10 units when they actually try a product. So, you know that people are going to freak out and the price is going to tank, probably even more than what it tanked right now, okay? And it's going to stay like this for a little while. Last year, actually, price tanked to $24, and I think, yeah, it tanked, but I think I sold on that listing. And eventually the price got back up quite fast, you know, and it was actually before December, so it was before, yeah, the price tanked to 23, but if you waited a little, you were able to make a ton of money. And it was probably even before that, yeah, probably even before that, because at that time, I was not in the US, it's not that time, because I prepped those myself. So, yeah, probably here, you know, if you waited a little, you could actually sell them profitably. But yeah, you can see that it tanked for a little while, okay? It tanked in May, actually a little bit after that. It started tanking in August, and it stayed like this until November, okay? But yeah, yeah, and actually I went way too far, it was probably right here, okay? But, yeah, actually, you know, like, as I said, it all depends on the product. If it's and where you can find this product profitably. So the sales rank is not telling you the whole story, okay? You could actually go, if it's a product that you can get on clearance, and this is a great example. If it's some random beauty products that you can find on clearance, that there's only 3 units available, okay? Even if it's 300,000 in sales rank, it's selling 2 a month, you know that you can get them because you are going to be able to sell those 3 units decently fast because nobody else is going to be able to purchase them, all right? So in that case, you know, you can go as high as you want with the sales rank. As long as it's selling a couple of units a month, you're going to sell them. With a product like this, it's 17,000, but it is not going to sell as fast, you know. So, I mean, it's not going to sell as fast for you because you're going to need to short buy box with a ton of seller. Everybody's not going to have a competitive offer, but yeah, like, it's not going to work well for you in that case, you know. I don't know at what price you were able to get them this year. I hope that it was for lower than what I used to be able to get them for, and maybe I got them for less money. I used to get them for $13.50. These. So yeah, I mean, you make 10% return on investment at this price. Not interesting, but it's not too bad. Okay, it's not too bad. But yeah, it all depends. Okay. Do not look for hard rules when it comes to BSR. You need to understand the competitive landscape, the demand for the product, the supply for the product outside of Amazon, which is something that not a lot of people are talking about. And this product is going to take a while to actually bounce back because you have guys like these, like this guy with 307 units. Like, it's actually crazy. Let's look at it. It is actually crazy. Like 300 units is like half a month of supply. So just with one guy has 300 units in stock. So this, you know, once again, this lead is maybe 17,000, but it's a bad buy. Like, there's no hard rules. You need to look at everything together. You cannot look just at one thing and make a decision based just on the sales rank. A product with a 200,000 sales rank in beauty may be a better product than this product, you know. So make sure to look at everything, you know. Does that make sense, by the way? Any other question regarding beauty products? Or should we do some sourcing for beauty products together? Or should we do something else? I'm down for whatever. But yeah, as I said, have you guys been hit by the low inventory level fees yet? I'm wondering, because to be honest, I'm not even taking care of FBA myself anymore. Since my prep center is doing the prepping, I'm not even looking at the products. My VAs are doing a lot of stuff. So yeah, the low level inventory fees suck a little bit, but it looks like we are not going to be it for a little while. And especially if you do online arbitrage and you do not work with replans, you should not be it. So that's a good thing, because you need to wait, I think, 90 days for Amazon to be able to determine your level of stock, to be able to make the decision if you are going to pay. If you are going to need to pay if you're going to need to pay the low inventory level fee. And so apparently we are not going to pay anything, but I will need to look deeper into it. Okay, Angel, I'm currently doing clothes, trying to get into beauty. Yeah, beauty. I went the opposite way, actually. I did, actually, no. When I was doing retail arbitrage, I was doing mainly clothing. And then when I started OA, I did a ton of beauty. But yeah, beauty is a little bit tricky. Especially because like one of the websites I was doing beauty was ulta.com, and at one point, I think back like actually 1 year ago, almost exactly 1 year ago, ulta.com became trash. Everything, like, I don't know why, ever since last year, same time last year, the price of beauty products started tanking like crazy for whatever reason. So I have no idea why. More people actually started looking at Ulta, and not all beauty products. I think I just said beauty products, not beauty products in general, but mainly Ulta. Price been tanking for products that go on sale at Ulta, and even the products for the 21 days of beauty. So the 21 days of beauty, if you do not know what the 21 days of beauty are, I think it's either like it either ended not too long ago, like a couple of days ago, or it's still going on. I'm unsure. But yeah, like it's like even like everything used to tank on Ulta except the 21 days of beauty, because the 21 days of beauty, the products are just available for 1 day at 50%. Okay, so at the beginning of the 21 days of beauty, you can go on ulta.com, and let's check actually if it is still available. Let's check. 21 days of beauty. Nah, it's not anymore. But Spring Haul, they have another thing that's coming that is called Spring Haul, that is starting on April 9th. And yeah, I would not look at it because it's probably going to tank. 3UT is going to be 25% off. I don't think it's good enough. 3UT is super good though when it's on sale. It's rarely on sale. It is often on sales during Q4. Whenever it's on sale, it used to be super good. I don't know if it still is. All these you can sell them profitably. Some of them in bundles, you can make them crazy profitable. I sold a ton of those, and yeah, those used to not tank because they go on sale super rarely. And I don't know if it's still the case because I haven't sold a lot of beauty. And the good thing, by the way, is that 3UT stuff is only available at Ulta and at Target. Okay, nowhere else. So that may be something that you should look into, but I don't know if 25% is good enough. Let's look at it. You know what? Yeah, since we're here, let's look at it. Let's look at it together. Let's go on Amazon. Let's look at 3UT Scrub and see. It doesn't look like it's that good. It's not as good as it used to be, but let's look at, yeah, stuff like this, $24.50 for this bundle with 25% off. Let's assume that we can get, with Ulta, you can get 10% gift cards if you buy them in advance. Okay, if you buy them when there's no sale on raise.com, you just need to set alerts and wait for them to actually come. It's going to be complicated. I don't know if you can still make it profitable. Let's look at it. Let's look at it right now. So you get 25% off, right? By the way, the spreadsheet, it's free. You can get it in the description of every single one of my videos. So yeah, take advantage of that. So you can get 10% gift card on Wiz.com if you set alerts and you buy them in advance. Let's look at yeah, the cashback that we can get on ulta.com. You can get 2%. It's not a lot. Up to 4. Yeah, it's going to be hard to... I don't know. 25% off, I don't think it's good enough. I think the discount during Q4 for those products is better than this. So, yeah. Let's check. It's right here. Right here. Okay, so we would get them... Okay, 24.50 is a Tropic Glow. Both Tropic Glows, those two. So it's... We would buy them at $23. It's not profitable anymore. Nah, we get them at 16 something. Let's look at it. Let's look at the keeper. Because either the price tank or the sale is not good enough. Yeah, the price went actually down. It used to be more around $29. So $29, and you used to be able to get them at 14 something. So yeah, like the 12 products, I sourced them all. So I will have a price for every single one of them because I source Ulta. I know every single product that Ulta used to put on sale, right? So we would get them at 16. So yeah, the sale is not good enough. You need a bigger sale to. It's too small of a sale. But yeah, to go back to where we were saying, Ulta used to be good, and at one point, for whatever reason, products started tanking all the time. So and whenever a product went on sale on Ulta, and maybe it's still the case right there. Yeah, not really. It used to be decent. Nah, but the peaks are going higher and higher. But yeah, like whenever, so what you would see on a product that you would get from Ulta, you would see a peak. Like, let me find a good example. Actually, I know one. Black Girl sunscreen. Okay, great example. I remember I bought one of these on Walgreens, and then it went on sale at Ulta, and I was mad as fuck because on Ulta everything tanked. And I was so mad because I did not think that they would go on sale on Ulta. I bought them from Walgreens, and I did not expect them to go on sale. And so I took a L last summer, I think. I don't remember if it was last summer. But yeah, it was not that big of a L, by the way. And I'm not sure if it was nice. Definitely not this listing. But let's try to find a listing where that was around last year. Okay, because this listing was definitely not around last year. So I can show you guys the example. And it looks like maybe the brand actually cleaned. It's maybe this one. Maybe we'll see this on this listing right there. Yeah, okay, so something similar to what you see right here, what you see actually before, something similar to what you see here happened last year. Okay, not in 2022, but in 2023. And it's not this listing, so I don't know which listing it is, but like pretty much whenever you have something going on sale on Ulta for whatever reason, what's happening right now is that this product, it can be on sale just for one day. For one day. Okay, and what's going to happen is that this, like, it's crazy. And actually, if you look at some Fenty products, because Fenty products, I don't even remember which product because I haven't been sourcing. I think it's this one. It's definitely this one. It was on sale for the 21 days of beauty just for one day. It was 50% off for one day. And yeah, like look at how many sellers actually jumped onto it. That's actually crazy. But it may be not. This listing is not too bad, okay? Because I mean, it's selling. It's okay, but like it's definitely going to. I mean, it's going down little by little. But yeah, like things like this happen with Ulta all the time. So I guess if you sell beauty products, the hard thing is that, first of all, Macy's, Clinique, which was a super good brand, if you were doing beauty, Kiehl's, and other brands are getting restricted because the brand is pretty much deciding which reseller they want to resell their product on Amazon. And so for that reason, like, those brands are not good anymore. And like, it's happening with a few brands, like with the luxury beauty brands. And luxury, I don't know actually, because let's look at Chanel beauty products, and let's see. Yeah, something like this. So no, it's not happening with luxury brand, but with some brands. So if you actually look at Clinique, and I'm sorry, I was not even sharing my screen. So with Chanel, with luxury brands, it's not happening. But if you look at products from Clinique, you're going to see something on the listings. Let me show it to you. Yeah, rest in peace, Clinique, for real. Like, it was, oh my god, I made so much money with Clinique, especially not this Q4, but the Q4 the year before. I made a ton of money with Clinique. It's crazy. They used to sell those holiday bundles, okay, those holiday gift sets, and there was so many profitable products in them. I literally still have the travel bag, because they put everything in travel bag. I still have them right there, like right on my right, in boxes. I need to sell them. I need to list them on eBay, maybe like $3 a unit, because I probably have like 300-400 of those that I still need to sell. But like, if you look at Clinique, what you're gonna see is premium brand sourced, okay? So they say, we work closely with your favorites. Let me remove this. Boom. We work closely with your favorite premium brands, premium beauty brands, and their approved reseller to ensure the premium products sold in our stores are authentic. All right. I don't know if they had some issues with a lot of inauthentic products or stuff like that, but this is actually something that I said. And this is something that you need to realize, and that a lot of people do not realize when it comes to selling on Amazon, okay? And it's true for every single business, okay? So if you studied economics, and I actually told this to my coaching group this morning. By the way, if you want some coaching, you can get into one of my coaching group. I'm going to start a new one soon. I don't know when yet, but I'm going to tell you why in a few. But pretty much, you need to understand, this is a concept coming from microeconomy, okay? Profit does not exist in the long term. What does that mean? Profit only exists in the short term, okay? So everything that is profitable will eventually go down to zero, okay? When people catch up, when the competition catch up and all that stuff, nothing is staying profitable forever, okay? And it's the same thing on Amazon. So, and this is why all the critics about online arbitrage and all that stuff, saying that you constantly need to find new products, all that stuff, and so for that reason it's a bad business model. All those critics does not make sense, by the way. This is the reason why. So eventually everything will go to zero, everything will become not profitable, and you need to understand this. This is one thing that you need to understand. And so when products from a brand, okay, such as Clinique, such as Kiehl's, are going on sale on Amazon, are selling a ton on Amazon for way more money than what they are selling them for, or even if it's just a little bit of money, eventually the brands will want to regulate this, and the brands are going to pressure Amazon. And if they don't pressure Amazon, they're just going to send you IP complaints to get you off of their listings, and they are going to work directly with people buying with them wholesale, their authorized resellers, or they are going to sell on the listing themselves. Okay, so this is one thing that you need to understand. You need to constantly improve. You cannot do improve and renew yourself. You cannot do the exact same thing. You cannot expect to do the exact same thing for 10 years on Amazon and think that you're gonna make money. And this is why, by the way, this is why you think wait, Angel saying, nah, I think Amazon just wants the money. Yeah, but like the truth is that, like the brands are going to pressure Amazon. When stuff like this happen, like the brands are going to pressure Amazon. That's the thing, like because I'm like with big brands like Clinique, with Kiehl's. So Kiehl's is under L'Oreal, I think Clinic as well, I'm not sure. But like those big brands, those big groups are going to pressure Amazon at one point or another, you know? So, yeah, but like, what I was saying pretty much is, and I actually forgot. But yeah, profit does not exist in the long term, and so, you know, things are going to change. And yes, the thing is that, and this is what I was going to say is that, you know, if you do not renew, like if you do not renew yourself, you do not find a way to stay competitive and to change your business to adapt. If you cannot adapt, you are going to be left behind. Just like the guys that are on the Amazon seller forum, okay, and we can actually go on the seller forum and read a lot of the bullshit that they say, but you know, like all those guys that used to sell a ton of books back in the days, like 15 years ago, and that are now bitching, you know, on the Amazon seller forum, that are actually against any new business model that are coming on Amazon. So you know what? So let's have some fun, and let's go on the Amazon seller forum and look at all the bullshit that they actually talk about. Let me go to the Amazon seller forum right there. Here we go. Let me share my screen with you guys. And let's just do a quick search for online arbitrage. All right. And let's make fun of those guys because they deserve it. Okay. We need to bring back bullying for those guys because the amount of bullshit that you see on the Amazon seller forum is it's laughable, to be honest. But yeah, let's, you know what? Let's try to find something. Let's try to find something, and you know, we do not even need to run a search. And by the way, I don't know if you know, but like, right, like on Amazon, on the Amazon seller forum, Amazon actually started, and it's important. People actually got mad, okay? People on the forum, they actually created their own forum, and they are not hanging out on the Amazon seller forum. A lot of them are not hanging out right there because Amazon made public, so people can actually, if you go, let me just show it to you. You know, right there, you see, I don't know if we can see it from here, but you can actually find the storefront of people actually leaving comments on Amazon. And I don't know, maybe they changed it ever since this happened. I don't know, but a lot of people were actually getting mad. And so what happened is that a lot of people went actually to create their own, like people moved to another forum, and a lot of them were mad because people were going to realize that a lot of the people that are actually on the seller forum, that are actually talking on the seller forum, do not know what they are talking about, right? They have no idea of, because they do not have products, they do not have sales, and if you see like one, I remember I actually found the storefront of one of the guy that was talking shit all the time on the seller forum, because I used to go quite often to read what people were saying on the Amazon seller forum. And one of the guy was just selling, like, he had only one product that was like 400,000 in sales rank in his storefront, right? And so it should show you that you should never listen to what people have to say on the seller forum. You should never actually look for advice on the seller forum, because people spending all their time on the seller forum do not know shit about selling on Amazon, you know. And you can say, yeah, it's private label, so it's still making some money. I literally started with private labeling, okay? And my product was in the toys category, and I was able to bring this product under 20,000 in sales rank quite fast, and 20,000 in sales rank is not that hard to reach, you know. So there's no excuse, okay? If you're trash, you're trash. These people actually do not know what they are talking about when it comes to selling on Amazon. They have no idea how to make money on Amazon, and a lot of them are not actually really selling on Amazon, okay? They just spend their time hanging out. There's probably people that are retired that are spending their time bullshitting people on the forum and bullying people just to make fun. So these people actually deserve to be bullied, okay? Just so we're clear. But you know what? Let's just go on here and let's try to see what people are talking about. All right. So let's do. And I haven't been here for a long time, so maybe most people actually move to the other forum, I guess, and we should actually look at let's just look at a recent thing. Somebody got deactivated. And yeah, just an example, okay? So a lot of bad advice. All right, so my account was deactivated after a video call and after I provided all information that proved my supply chain is legit, provided financial documents and all requested. Account health is good and no customer ever complains about products. We have been, whatever, bad English, but we understand. We have been legit in conducting business. It seems it's a new thing from Amazon to deactivate new accounts to hold money and inventory. The guy actually replied, never mind the supply chain. Do you have a letter of authorization from the brand that specifically allows you to sell on Amazon? It seems it's a new... This has been going on for quite some time, but people continue to ignore the rules for the new improved Amazon. Okay, so once again, a lot of bad advice. You do not actually need, you do not actually need a letter of authorization to sell a brand on Amazon. Okay, just providing an invoice is good enough, okay, to prove your supply chain. And if you need to prove that your supply chain is legit for inauthenticity concerns, okay, if you get an inauthentic complaint or stuff like that, retail receipts are good enough, okay? So never listen to people actually talking on this forum. They have no idea what they are talking about. They definitely have no idea what they are talking about, so you should never listen to them. But we can actually look a little bit deeper, to some bullshit. And I actually wanted to make a video a couple of months ago about that stuff, but it was going to be a lot of work because I would have to pre-select pre-select topics on the Amazon seller forum, right? And I did not want to spend time to do this, to shoot a video, but I should, because you see a lot of comical stuff on there. Yeah, a lot of people complaining about their sales because their sales are trash. Selling on Amazon has officially become a loss. Okay, let's look at it, and you're going to see it's exactly what I've been telling you guys. It's people that used to make a lot of money, refuse to adapt, and then come on the seller forum to actually bitch about it. All right, for example. Not that anyone at Amazon will care in the least, but I need to express this somewhere anyway. Not only can I no longer turn a profit, I'm taking a loss selling products on Amazon. When factoring my product cost and inbound transportation, it's a sizable loss. I am, in effect, giving Amazon products to sell and paying them to do it. I've run Amazon accounts for several successful companies over the year, and I am truly baffled by the direction Amazon is taking with fees. Unless they have decided to become a full logistic-based business and reduce sales on the marketplace, this makes less than 0 cents. Even if that were the case, why would you put your potential customer out of business? The only reason to put up with Amazon ridiculousness was because you still made money with them. When that stops, people won't put up with all the complication. Look no further than eBay for an example. No one could imagine eBay becoming insignificant, yet it happens. As I said, and exactly, and you see, it's a lot of people like this. You're not alone. We've been feeling plenty of despair ourselves with the latest change, especially regarding the inbound placement fee and low inventory level fees, which have yet to take effect. The initial sharing of the low inventory fee, blah, 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 we were many years, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, all you see, basically, and this is why you should never go on the seller forum to take advice, because these are the type of people that you actually get advice from on the seller forum. They have no idea what they are talking about, and then they go trying to give advice to people on other topics. 76 people actually liked this, okay? So you can see that a ton of people right there actually think the same way. You just need to adapt. That's it. You just need to adapt. And if you don't, things are going to change, okay? You cannot run your business. Maybe this guy had some success 10 years ago, which is the case with a lot of people on the Amazon seller forum. But yeah, you need to adapt. If you don't, you're going to be like this guy, your business is going to lose money, and you're going to keep selling on Amazon while your business loses money because you are a dumbass. Okay, and I'm sorry to say it, but a lot of people on the Amazon seller forum are actually dumbass. They have no idea what they talk about. They just go on there to hang out because they have nothing better to do. Alright? Pretty much. This is what you're gonna see over and over again. Alright? For every American seller, they push out a Chinese mass producer of junk move in that one place. why? Like, why do you have, like, just because you are not competent enough to run a successful business, you think that it's China's fault, okay? It's Chinese mass producer fault. No, your business just suck, okay? You're a bad business person. You do not know to run a business successfully. That's it. And once again, this is why you should not. And really, real rules. I'm gonna do this right now, all right? But let me just finish what I was saying regarding this. This is why you should not go on the solar farm. And maybe, you know what? Let me actually show Reels World how to build a target list and how I go about building a target list. And I mean, I don't build it myself anymore. You know, my VAs are actually building my target list, and you can actually get it for $34.99 a month, which is just a little bit over $1 a day, which is a no-brainer, by the way, because, like, would you rather pay $1 a day or build your own target list for 2-3 hours a day? Not even have something as extensive as the one that you can get when I do it. But I'm going to show you. I actually have a free ebook that you can get in the description of my videos that will show you how to actually build a target list daily. But let's just go over some sources where you can actually build a target list. So the way I do it, the way I used to do it, let me just open the way I use. So pretty much my target list, what it looks like right now, it looks like this, and I think it's a little bit small for you guys, so let me zoom in. This is what my target list looks like, okay? So what is a target list? For those of you that do not know, the target list is the list of every single sale that is currently going on online, where I can actually find profitable products. Okay, it's a list of websites that are Tactical Arbitrage, Tactical Expander, and other websites that we monitor daily. All right, so pretty much what the process is, pretty much, it's finding all those sales first, and second, removing from the targets, removing every single sale that is not active anymore, right? So that's how you build a target list. Now let me just show you, so you do not, because yes, like if you look at my target list today, my target list, my VAs build my target list daily. They work full-time on working on my target list, and so I currently have like 914 active sales to look at. If I want to actually refer to all sales, I have 1,000, and I started having my VAs building it at the end of February, and I have, if I want to refer to all sales, I have 1,700 sales that I can use to actually look to understand sales cycles and all that stuff, right? If I want to go at, for example, I want to figure out the sales cycle for Macy's. Okay, what I do is this: I go here, boom, and I can see, okay, Macy's has a 20 to 50% off. You know, I can just look at all sales and see how often those sales are recurring, how often they are happening, all that stuff. I can do it this way. Okay, so you do not need to build a target list that is that extensive if you are just starting, if you want to build yours, because if you want to build something like this, I'm telling you, like, it's a full-time job to build a target list like this. Okay, so what you can do, if you do not want to pay for the targets, or if you do not want your V, and of course, like, there's no reason why to get VAs to build your target list, because you can just get mine for $1 a day. But let's say you still wanted to build your target list. Okay, you can do it. I'm going to show you I used to build my target list before. All right, and this is the way I used to build my target list before. Okay, so this is when I actually started, September 28th, 2022. This is how I used to build my target list. So I used to just have a Google Doc documents, okay, not a spreadsheet, which is, once again, you know, the first way to wait, Angel, is there a way to add that data to automatically put into a calendar? I would assume you could, but it's going to be a ton of data in your calendar. You know, it's going to be a ton of data, because every single day my VAs have like at least 50 to 60 new deals to look at. We add at least 50 to 60 new deals on the target list daily, in addition to removing all the ones that have expired. So I'm not sure if you can do it, if there's any automatic way to do it, but yeah, so yeah, pretty much this is the way I used to build it, okay, on a Google Doc. And so it's just, you know, the way you build it. So this is just the format, okay? It's an easier format, but it is not as scalable, because, you know, it's on a Google Sheet, it's on a Google Doc and all that stuff. So it's not as scalable as, you know, having a spreadsheet with everything, with the coupon, with the start date, with the end date. It's just a lot more work, okay? So the way you build it, if you wanted to build something like this, The way you would do it is, first of all, you need to get a burner email. Okay, so create an email just to subscribe to websites newsletter. All right, and so for example, I don't know, let me think of a website, chems.com. okay, you need to go to every single website that you know you can source profitable products on. Okay, you're gonna scroll down. By the way, I was sourcing at Ross to find some stuff for eBay earlier today, and you can find the oldest Mellow. By the way, Mellow, I do not like to call him Mellow because for me Mellow is Carmelo Anthony. All right, but the first LaMelo shoes are actually on sales. What's up, Millennial Money Mom? The latest Melo shoes are actually on sale on at Ross. Okay, so I haven't looked at them on eBay, but you can probably make some money, I would guess, on eBay with the first Melo shoes. I don't know if they're called the MB01, but they had some at Ross, so you can check it out. So when we buy your target list, is it updated daily? Yes, you receive it every single day. You receive a new target list every single day. Let me show you how it looks like. I will show you what it looks like. First, let me finish on how to actually build it. So what you would do is you would sign up for emails. Okay, you can sign up for text as well with a burner email for all the websites that you know you can actually source at. So what my VAs are doing daily is that you see all those websites, all those different websites, sheplers.com, Office Supply, Big Five Supporting Goods. What my VAs are doing daily is that they are looking at all those emails, all the emails that we receive from those websites, and they go through every single one of them to see if they can find a coupon, okay, on the email. If they can find a sale, a clearance, because sometimes they will not say anything in the email subject, but they will say stuff. They will tell you pretty much that there's a sale going on or there's a clearance going on somewhere in the email. Okay, so they are looking through all that. So this is something that you need to do every day. Okay, if you get the target list. Next, you need to sign up. As I said, you need to sign up for email. Do this for email. Sign up for text. Okay, sign up for text on your phone. I have a burner phone that I use for Amazon. Okay, so this is my main phone. This is my main phone, my iPhone. I have an Android that I use just for Amazon and for business stuff. Okay, subscribe to text message from all those retailers. Okay, subscribe to text message from all those retailers. You're gonna start receiving a ton of SMS text message. You're gonna receive a lot of text message with promotions to look at. Add them to your target list as well. Okay. Next thing, you go to Rakuten.com. All right, Rakuten.com. Here we go. You go to the Odd Deals tab. Boom. And you scroll down. You have a ton of promotions to look at right there. Okay, so that's a few more promotions that you can actually look at. Next thing that you can do, you know, top cashback. You go to the trending website. Same thing. You add all the trending. If a website is trending on top cashback, it is for a specific reason. Okay, most of the time it's because there's a promotion going on, there's a crazy deal. You can see how much more traffic the website is actually getting, and so that way, you know, you may be able to figure out that there's. Oh, by the way, Millennial Money Mom, I think I DM'd you. I DM'd you the other day on Instagram. I don't know if you replied because I do not check my Instagram super often. But yeah, I DM'd you. Check out your DM. Yeah, so Rakuten, there's also a lot of other websites that you can use, by the way, to find deals. I have more. Just get, if you want to build your own target list, just get my free ebook on how to actually source profitable online arbitrage products. You're gonna get you have the whole game plan to build your target list. Okay, so I give you, if you do not want to buy my target list, you literally have the game plan. It's just a ton of work. I will never do this anymore myself. If someone was actually because it's costing me a lot to actually build that target list, by the way, that I share with you guys. So if somebody was actually to sell this target list for $34.99 a month, I would get it, definitely. But I need to do it myself because nobody else is doing it. Okay. So yeah. No, what does the target list look like? Let me find, I need to go to my email. Oh, yeah, I need to go to my email. You know what? Actually, no. Let me just go on Discord and open an old one and I'll share it to you guys. Let me see. Right here. And right here. Here we go. Boom. All right. So this is the target list that was sent to those that are subscribed on March 25th, which is my wife's birthday. Let me do this so you guys can see. So yeah, every single day you receive a spreadsheet with 2 tabs, okay? With 1 tab for all the new deals that were found that day, okay? Once again, you have the coupon code right there. You have the start date for the promotion, which is the date where we received the email or we found the deal that was available, the end date. And this first tab will be all the new deals that were found today, okay? So on that day, there was 62 new deals that we were able to find in the emails and doing all those things, okay? Plus, if you go to available deals, you have all the deals that were found previous days, okay? And that are still going on, okay? Every single day, the team is going through every single deal in this tab and making sure that they are still on, okay? So if you get the targets on a day, and the reason why it's actually a super important part of the target list is because if, let's say, okay, what's today's dates? Today we are April 6th, right? I think we are April 6th, okay? If you find a product that is profitable, okay, and you find out that it's, let's say, on a Nike sale that started February 23rd, all right? It means that the product has been available for 2 months, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Let's say it's March 25th, okay? It means, and this sale is actually still going on, but probably they're rotating the products. I do not source Nike.com a lot, so I would not know. But if you see that a product, if you see that a sale has been going on for a long time, it is still going on, and you find a product on this specific sale, and you see that the price for this product is slowly going down, you can be sure, especially if the sale is 2 to 3 weeks old, okay? If the sale is 2 to 3 weeks old, you can be sure that this product, so first of all, if the sale is 2 to 3 weeks old, you know that people that have bought this product doing online arbitrage, like the offers from those people are going to become live, are going to come live in a few days, okay? So whenever all those people offers are going to come live, the price is going to tank a little bit. But then you're gonna have a second round of tanking, and this second round of tanking is going to come when all those offers are going live. People are going to start storefront stalking those people a lot more. Like, you're gonna have a second round of sellers that are going to jump on the listing, and this is going to tank further down. All right, so this is a concept that you actually need to understand, because a lot of people do not think about sourcing this way, right? And so this is why it's so important to have an idea of all the sales. If you find a product that is profitable with a sale, doesn't matter you found the product, maybe storefront stalking, maybe any other storefront sourcing method, okay? Try to figure out when the sale actually started, all right? And so if the sale started a long time ago, it may be like more than 2 to 3 weeks ago, and the price has started going down because the supply is going to outpace is starting to be way more than the demand on Amazon. The price is starting to go down a little bit. You can know for sure that this product is going to tank. So this is why it's so important to actually be able to reference to something like this and to be able to understand when a sale actually started and when a product actually started to become profitable, all right? Once you understand this, you'll make way more money doing retail arbitrage, doing online arbitrage, I'm sorry, because you are going to have way less products that are actually going to tank, all right? So, yeah, that's something that is super important, all right? If you don't understand this, you are going to lose a lot of money, especially with storefront stalking, okay? Because you are late to the party. This is something that you need to understand. And let me focus a little bit because I'm serving myself some tea. Here we go. This is something that you need to absolutely understand, because if you don't, I'm sorry to tell you, but your products are going to tank. You're going to lose a lot of money, and you are not going to understand why. And this is why. It is because, like, the second wave of sellers coming from storefront stalking is actually going to kick your ass because those products have been available forever. All right. So and this is why I always say, for beginners, we will appreciate it. I may buy that list soon. Yeah, I appreciate the love as well. If you want to get the list, if you have any other question, you can always email me or talk to me on the Discord server. But this is why I always say, by the way, and this is why on the target list, by the way, we have like the type of sale, and this is something that I need to explain to you guys. And I did not even want to talk about the target list today, but like whenever somebody actually talk about the target list, I actually get fired up because it is such a great value. There's nothing that is going to help you. Of course, it is not going to give you all the answer because you still need to put in work, you know? But you need to, like, you're going to need to put in some work because you are going to need to source those sales, okay? But it is the most helpful thing that you can actually get for online arbitrage. And the type of sale, there's multiple type of sale, okay? So you have a regular sale, you have a coupon sale, and you have clearance. So this is why, and you can actually see for every single sale, you can actually filter them down if you want to just clearance, because spoiler alert, I believe that clearance are the best thing to actually source if you're a beginner, for a beginner doing online arbitrage. Clearance are like, if you do not understand what a clearance is, by the way, a clearance is a sale. It's pretty much a sale. It's the last sale for a set of products. The price is the lower it will ever be, and the quantity for those products are usually limited to maybe maximum 15 units. Okay, 5 to 15 units. So pretty much. Clearance are actually way better to source than sales, because clearance, as I said, the quantity is limited and the price that you're gonna get is super low. The only thing is that most of the time, 99% of the time, you are never going to be able to replan on products that are actually on clearance, okay? It's just going to be one-time buys, all right? So those are usually better because, first of all, you're not going to get a lot of competition because the quantity is limited. All right, so since the quantity is limited, you're going to be the only guy that is actually going to purchase those products. And so usually, and this is why we can go back to what Angel was saying. Shout out to you, Angel, by the way. What's a good BSR to stay under for beauty? You know, you should not look at BSR. You should not look at any data point in a vacuum. All right? Pretty much. Clearance are better because the quantity is limited. You're not going to get any competition. So even if you purchase something that has a sales rank of 215 that is just selling a couple of times a month, nobody else is going to be able to purchase this product, okay? Let alone, like, not only not be able to purchase this product, but even if they were able to purchase this product, they are never going to get a price as low as the price that you are getting, right? Because of that, yeah, like, because of that, you're gonna get no competition, the price is not going to tank, and so as a beginner, especially if you are spending less than $500 a day in inventory, you should, in my opinion, in my humble opinion, you should look only at clearance, and you should only try to find clearance deals, okay? Because you're not going to get any competition, you're going to be able to scale your business without having your price that tanks, you know? So, yeah, in my opinion, clearance are the way to go for beginners, okay? You should not be looking at replans, at all that stuff. It is irrelevant. You guys do not need that. Less than $500 a day. In spending, you're spending less than $15,000 a month. In inventory, you can focus on clearance. Okay, and some clearance will actually let you purchase like 70 units, 100 units. Will actually have that in stock. And so there's actually one of the members of my that actually get the target list as well. One of the guy that is on my coaching group, Ernie, shout out to you, by the way. He was able to purchase, like, it was a clearance on Dix.com, and he purchased like leads for super cheap. He bought like 100 units. He's going to make a ton of money on those, and he found that deal using the target list. By the way, he even cancelled Source Smuggle, because he used Source Smuggle before that. He cancelled Source Smuggle when he got the target list, because target list is just making his life way easier. And so, by the way, I will interview him one day, Ernie. I will go to him in Arizona, because he ran up the numbers with retail arbitrage. He actually did, I think he was doing around $600,000 a year just with retail arbitrage, which is a ton. And I have no idea who is doing this just with retail arbitrage because it is a ton of work. Okay, so yeah, it is a huge amount of work just with retail arbitrage. I cannot imagine doing 600, like let alone $600,000 a year with online arbitrage is already a ton of work if you are prepping yourself. All right, so it's more than a full-time job. I cannot imagine. To be honest, it really depends. Okay, if you do a lot of shoes, for example, it's way less unit. But if you do it with the beauty category, it's going to be a ton of work. Okay, so yeah, pretty much. I definitely need to see what Ernie is doing, and I will interview one day, and we will see his setup. And he's down to it. We talked about it already. I will fly to Arizona to visit him, and so I'll show you guys his setup and how he's actually able to be doing 600,000 a year with retail arbitrage, because this is actually crazy. Like, I cannot imagine doing 600,000 a year in revenue, which it's actually crazy. It's crazy to do that much with retail arbitrage. It's so much work, so much sourcing, but he has employees that go sourcing for him, and so much prepping. And he has employees that are sourcing, that are prepping for him as well. But yeah, like, it is actually crazy. So, oh yeah, millennial minimum, or you are drinking tea? Yes, I'm drinking tea. Ever since I traveled a lot. I went to Jordan and then Morocco, and I cannot stop drinking tea because they offer tea to you everywhere. So I cannot stop drinking tea, and this is not good tea. Okay, it is just some bullshit ass tea. But yeah, I cannot stop drinking tea. Like, I'm addicted right now. I need my tea twice a day at least. And especially, by the way, and even when I was in Belgium, ever since, like, whenever I'm on a coaching call, I was always drinking tea, pretty much, because I don't know. And when I get to talk like this, oh, you are in Arizona too, really? Okay, so I need to interview you as well. Well, I'll make 2 trips. I think it's in Phoenix, if I remember correctly. It's in Phoenix. Where are you in Arizona, by the way? That's cool. I'll make my trip to Arizona and I'll interview both of you guys, because you've been around for a little while, so it would be cool to actually meet and to interview you as well. Yeah, Real World. Yeah, I can't do retail arbitrage. Miles on my account, standing in the store for. You know what's like? Okay. Actually, I got back in the US 2 weeks ago. I was away for 9 months, okay? So my car is not working anymore. So, like, not only... Okay, I actually started doing a little bit more retail arbitrage, and I have 3 Ross by my house. 3, yeah. I live on South Beach. I have 3 Ross by my house. I have 1 Marshall and 1 TJ Maxx as well. And so I started doing a little bit retail arbitrage just to get back into it. You know, it's not like I'm doing it at scale. It's just a little here, a little there. Just to get back into it and find some potential products that I can FBA. Just, you know, to get my rhythm back. All right, it's just little drills, you know, like I don't know if you've seen that thing with J. Cole, like those 7 minutes drills. Pretty much the same thing, but with retail arbitrage. Okay, I'm getting into a store. I'm trying to find a few products fast and just leave to see if I still have my stuff. Phoenix, yeah, okay, so yeah, if you're in Phoenix, I'll interview you as well. I'll interview you, Ernie, for the channel. It will be fun. We'll meet up, okay? We'll definitely meet up. I don't know when, because I have a lot of work, because I'm relaunching my eBay business as well. I'm relaunching my FBM business. I'm working on the software on Arbitrage Stalker. So it's like I have 3 full-time jobs, pretty much. And then I'm training my VAs. After this video, I literally have to write SOPs for my VAs. So it's like I have 4 or 5 full-time jobs. But whenever I'm done setting back everything, I will definitely fly to Phoenix. And I actually need to meet another guy that is on my on my coaching group that is named Trev. He's in Phoenix as well, so we'll meet. We'll definitely meet in Phoenix. It will be fun. But yeah, we'll do it whenever I'm done fixing my business, because after 9 months I have a lot of work to do, and plus all the other projects that I'm working on that I need to finish. But let me finish that story. So, pretty much, I'm getting, so, you know, because we were talking about the miles that you put on your car, plus the fact that you are standing in the store for hours, plus the fact that you are actually stuck in traffic most of the time. You know, Miami traffic, it's the worst, okay? Especially since I live in Miami Beach. I need to go to the other side of the bridge, if you know Miami, because I just have a few stores. I need to drive into Dolphin Highway, okay? Going west to go to Dolphin Mall and all that stuff. And so at night, you know, that section when you actually get to I-95, it is packed at all time, okay? The way highways are done in Miami is so dumb. It's always packed, right? So the thing is that right now, okay, my car is at the shop because I was away from 9 months and nobody started or drove my car for 9 months, okay? And so my car is not working anymore. Actually, it's right now, it's in the shop. And my mechanic he has no idea what's going on with my car. So I'm pretty much walking everywhere, right? So if you are on South Beach, okay, if you are in South Beach, you will probably see me because I'm walking everywhere, okay? I'm literally walking everywhere. And so I'm actually walking to Ross stores to actually do some retail arbitrage. I'm actually walking in between the 3 stores to see if I can find some products, to Marshalls and all that stuff, and it actually sucks, okay? It's even worse than doing, you know, being stuck in traffic, okay? But I need, whenever I was traveling, I was not as active as when I actually stopped working out. You may have noticed my face got a little bit fatter, all that stuff, and it's a long story. I actually stopped working out because first I got an injury on my triceps. Then I got back to it a tiny bit. I slightly injured my back, and so when I was in Belgium, I was a little bit less active, and so I got some stuff going on with the piriformis syndrome, all that stuff. Not too bad, but yeah, just so you get an idea. So I stopped working out. I was less active, and now it's actually good that I start working a little bit more, you know. But yeah, all that to say, yeah, online arbitrage is way better. But you know, the reason why I'm going in stores is not just for the Amazon business, but also and mainly for the eBay business, okay? Because there's a lot of opportunities for eBays if you know what to look at Ross and stuff. A lot of products that you cannot sell on Amazon that you can actually sell on eBay and make a ton of money. So I would look into that if I were you, and try to diversify your e-commerce earning. Like if you're selling on Amazon, there's no reason why you should not do, and especially like there's no reason to not do eBay because you know you're already selling on Amazon. And the first thing that you can start doing, all the returns that you cannot resell on Amazon, sell them on eBay. All right, easy way to make money and to start your journey on eBay and get your first few reviews, and then you know to start to diversify and actually start selling on eBay. And this is what I'm focused. I had my eBay business. I'm not selling a ton of on eBay. You know, before I actually left last June and actually started traveling, I was having maybe 2 to 3 sales a day on eBay, and so you know I had a good rhythm, but like I need to get back to it and I need to source, and so this is one of the main things that I want to get going on right here when I'm in the US, because I don't want to stay in the US all year, but when I'm here, like I'd rather have because I have no reason to stay in the US except for business, you know. And so if I'm here, like it's to actually do FBM, to actually do eBay, to actually put my time into stuff that has a bigger return on investment, and potentially get a warehouse and get people to prep all the orders, receive all the orders when it comes to eBay and FBM, you know, get a warehouse here. My favorite category on Amazon online arbitrage, my favorite category. So for online arbitrage, if you are talking specifically about online arbitrage, it is going to be shoes. The reason why, yes, a lot of people are talking shit about shoes, about the returns, all that stuff. Oh, shoes are not good on Amazon because you get a lot of returns, it's eating on your margins, blah, 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 it's bullshit, okay? There's a lot of shoes that do not have a lot of returns, okay? Yes, some shoes will have a lot of returns. Great example. I'm actually going to show you this right now. Great example of bad shoes to actually buy on Amazon. Do not buy those except you get them super profitable, and not all of them, all right? The Nike Blazers, okay? Tons of returns. Why? And it's the mid, okay? Not the high, not the low, but specific mids, okay? Which one? Not all of them, by the way, but I'm going to show you why, and it's because customers are actually super dumb, okay? Customers are dumb as fuck. let me show you. So on the Blazers, on these ones specifically, because right now, yeah, you could actually get them and make 48% return on investment, okay? If you can still get them at 54 something, and you can probably, maybe we found them for cheaper at one point. Nah, 54 is the cheaper that you're gonna get them. If you actually look at the tongue of this shoe, right here, all right? There's foam on the tongue, okay? Exposed foam, all right? I don't know if we have a view from the top, but there's some exposed foam. For whatever reason, because of that exposed foam, and once again, it is not on every single pair, okay? This one do not have this. You see, the tongue has no exposed foam. But this specific model does have it, and some other model have it. This one as well, we can see it. You know, you can see it if I move. Okay, let me do this. This one as well. This one as well, it looks like. This one, I don't know. This one does have it. So that exposed foam, for whatever reason, customer are dumb as fuck and think that these are fake, okay, for that reason, because of the exposed foam. So if you sell the right shoe, okay, of course you need to take into account the returns and all that stuff, but you're going to be able to send back a lot of the returns, okay? People are going to scare you on Twitter, and once again, Twitter, there's so much like, okay, let me actually finish on this and then I'm going to rant about Twitter, about the Amazon community on Twitter. Yeah, shoes are great, pretty much. Shoes are great. Never buy the Blazers with exposed foam because they're going to get way more returns and it's going to eat on your profit margins. But except from that, shoes are great. There's a lot of shoes that are great, and shoes are my favorite products to sell on Amazon during online arbitrage, specifically because the buy cost is usually higher, okay? And I can send them to my prep center and I'm going to get them cheaper actually than if I were to send them here, even when we actually count the prep fee, right? So I pay $175, I believe, for shoes, for my prep center to prep shoes. And I pay 7% tax in Miami when I ship stuff to myself. So if I get this shoe for $54, so quickly 54 times, because I think the cost was 54, but let's just take 40, all right? 40, okay? I pay 7% tax in Florida. And I don't know why I say Florida like a redneck. I say Florida. I have no idea why. But yeah, I would pay, if I were to ship a pair of shoes that cost $40 to my house in Florida, I would pay $2.80 per unit in tax. Okay, I only pay $1.75 to prep this product at my prep center in Montana. So I actually save $1.40 on that. All right, so this is why. So I feel like shoe pricing thinking is really high. Not necessarily. If you buy so. The thing that is tricky is you need to know the market a little bit. You need to know the market. Yes, because of course, yeah, since everyone is looking at the same exact sale online, I think for retail arbitrage, then shoes wouldn't be as bad. So it's going to be the same thing for every single category, pretty much. So not just for shoe. It's the same thing for beauty. It's the same thing for everything. A lot of people are looking at the same website. So for example, let's take for example the Nike.com, right? So a lot of the stuff on Nike.com is going to tank, okay? And also the thing that you need to notice is that you need to pay attention to, I should say. Let me find, I don't know, Jordan. Let's look at Jordan 1 mid. You're gonna see that for a lot of variation. So a lot of the time, let's go here. A lot of the time. Let me share my screen. Boom. A lot of the time, yeah, you're gonna have listings that do not have a lot of history like this one, and you may not be able to see it with my let me just move this right there. Okay, you're gonna see like 281 days rider of history for that specific listing. So that's one thing that you need to look for. Okay, you want listings with a lot of history to make sure that you make a good purchase, right? To make sure that you have enough data to refer to make sure that this product is not going to tank. Because you may buy this product right there when it's selling at 130. And this is what happens. By the way, this is something that I see a lot of people when people often send me leads to Greenlight, not only on my group mentorship, but I used to do it for free all the time on the Discord server. And so, a lot of people actually make this mistake. They buy this lead at this point, okay, and that lead would only have like 130 days worth of history on Keepa, and so you would think that the price is pretty flat, all that stuff, and the first time the product will go on sale, it will be the first time that the product will go on sale on that listing, and so number of sellers going up, the price tanks. Okay, this is happening all the time, and this is just because you do not have the Keepa basics. Okay, most of the time when it comes to this. Now, with shoes, as I said, yes. For example, if you buy shoes on Nike.com, the price is going to tank. So if you do not want your price to tank, you need to find... And there's a ton of ways to buy shoes. I buy shoes all the time. Let me actually look at the stuff that I sent to my prep center this week. What percentage of this is shoe? Okay, let me just look at this off screen quickly. Stuff that I sent to my prep center. So... I think all this is this week, so let me do a quick ratio. Yeah, so pretty much 85% of the stuff that I actually sent to my prep center this week is shoe. Okay, it's just shoes. Okay, and if you source correctly, shoes are not going to tank. If you source Nike shoes from Nike.com, a lot of people are looking at Nike.com. Shoes are probably going to tank, and there's a lot of mistakes usually when shoe tanks, dumb mistakes like these that people make, okay, that can be avoided, okay. But shoes, if you source on more low-key websites, which is one thing that you can do, even on Nike.com, I made a ton of profit with some Nike mids on Nike.com, okay. It was a colorway that was a little bit sober, maybe it was this colorway, nah, definitely not, but it was a colorway like this, okay. And so this listing, wait, this one, nah, these listings do not have a ton of history. So once again, every time you have a listing that does not have at least 1 year of history, it's not enough, in my opinion, especially for Nike shoes. It's not going to be enough data to look at to be able to determine the price, okay? Because you need to look at how the price evolves, and the price might be inflated. The price might be inflated just because it's a new listing and people are starting to find this listing, right? So you want more history usually to actually make a decision. But let me see. Yeah, retail really downside. Retail shoes do not tank, and sometimes you get better price than online. Yeah, a lot of the time, if you buy shoes retail, you're gonna have a better price, especially because, for example, the Nike outlets, you're not gonna get a better price. But even stuff from the Nike outlets tank from time to time. It definitely happened. But yeah, like with a lot of stuff, if you do retail, you're gonna get a better price than online. Okay, and sometimes you're gonna get better price online than retail, but like on a lot of products you can get better price retail. But there's definitely ways to find profitable online shoes. You just need to source more and to understand Keepa basics a little bit more, So this product, if you were able to get it on sale and there was not too much stock available, it's always the same thing, looking at the variation, understanding the variation and how fast the variation sells. Okay, this is 13k. If you are able to actually sell one of the top variation, okay, let's say this one, the price is less likely to tank. And first of all, also, let's go back to what I said, to what we talked about earlier during the call, okay? Let's say you find this shoe right now on Nike.com. Nike.com can be good, okay? Nike.com, you can definitely source shoes profitably on Nike.com. I did it, all right? I did it in the past. I'm not sourcing that much on Nike.com, but you can definitely do it, okay? Not on every single listing, not every single shoe, but some of them you can. But, big but, when you have a sale that has been going on, all right, let's find, because I think one of the first sale riders from Nike, okay, the up to 40% sale that is currently on Nike. So if you have a sale like this one, And now it's up to 50%, so it's even worse. But if you have a sale like this one and you are buying this specific Jordan mid, perfect example right now, right there, okay, on this specific shoe, this specific sale that has probably been going on for like close to 2 months. Since that sale has been going on for close to 2 months, I guarantee that this shoe, if there's actually a listing for it on Amazon, and if this shoe has actually been available ever since this sale actually started 2 months ago, there's a 85% chance, and probably higher, that this product actually tanked. You know, if you actually find the listing, I'm pretty sure that this product tanked. And if it did not, it is definitely going to tank soon. All right? So, you know, like, this is something that you need to keep in mind. Like, and this is why having a target list that you can refer to is actually good. And this is why, if you are just sourcing a few websites yourself, definitely build a target list. Even if it's just for 3 websites that you source, build a target list. It is going to end. If you do not want to build a target list, once again, you can get mine. All right, that is going to be similar to this one. All right, that you can receive daily. But I'm not here to promote my products. Okay. If you want to get it, you can still get it, okay? Go on any other video, go to the link, and you can get it. But yeah, like, you need to be able to refer to past sale and see all the sales you are sourcing are. And so, as I said earlier, and if you do not see that, that's part of the life. You are not going to understand, but you'll understand. Just watch the replay. And so, do not get your ass kicked by the second wave of sellers that is going to come on a listing, and that is going to make tank the listing. You know, that second wave of sellers that are going to come from sales that have been going on for a long time, and that are going to find out about the product when they are actually going to store from store. Okay, that second wave of seller is going to kick your ass, all right, on those listings. So pay attention to that. Really done. Last month I bought a lot of shoes from Academy Store, and they sent me the Adidas shoe without the box. That's why I rather buy them retail. Yeah, that's one thing as well. The thing is that it depends on what website you are sourcing from. Okay, Dick's does that from time to time. I don't think Macy's does that. DSW is doing this, all right, but the truth is that if you want, it is not against Amazon's policies to rebox shoes, okay, to resell them. All right, you can actually rebox shoes in other box, in blank box, and sell them. You maybe not, you know, and you could, if you really wanted to go all the way. Let's say you are buying actually Nike shoes to resell on Amazon, you could buy Nike box. It would be a little bit better, and actually box the shoe in the Nike box and ship them like this. But DSW does this as well, and so I would not, like, you could, technically you can, it's not against Amazon terms of service, technically you can actually ship those products, you can technically ship those products to Amazon and to customers in poly bags. I would personally not do it, okay? I would not do it. Depends on the shoe. It really depends on the shoe. Kids shoe, I would do it. I don't care. No, if it's hype shoes, okay, so if it's Jordan, like not the dumb Jordan, like the, I don't know, like any Jordan, like if you understand what hype shoes are, you understand. But like if it is a shoe that you sell at $160, like this one, 170 almost, I would not put them in a poly bag, okay? The walls, and even like in a blank box, I would not do it. But if it's a pair of shoes that you sell for $75, $80, I would repack them. Okay, I would actually do it. If I actually got a box that is beaten up, or a box where they cut the lid open, okay, I would do it. But you know, as I said, it's not against Amazon terms of service. It doesn't mean that you should do it, because if a customer gets pissed off, and you're gonna get if you do this, you're potentially gonna get inauthentic complaints, because we talked about all customers actually, like dumb customers actually sent inauthentic complaints from blazers that have the exposed foam, while it's actually on the picture. It's literally on the listing picture. Customers actually send IP complaints to that, okay? So you're gonna need to deal with IP complaints. It's not worth it, okay? If it's cheap shoes, it does not matter. But yeah. Real worlds, yeah, exactly, bro, because not every shoe store has the same inventory, but online everyone sees the same thing. Yeah, but like the thing is that it is true, it is not true just for shoes, but it is true for every single thing. It is true, it's not just true for shoes, it's true for, like, everyone see the same thing. for beauty products. Everything see the same things for clothing. Everyone see the same thing for pet food. Everyone see the same thing for all this stuff. Everyone see the exact same thing online. Okay, so this is the issue with online arbitrage, but you need to find ways around it, and this is why you need to build a mode around it, right? So what's up, Bene? How are you doing? But yeah, you know, it's the issue with online arbitrage, and this is why retail arbitrage and online arbitrage, the skills differ a tiny bit. With retail arbitrage, you already have some sort of moat, okay? Because like some sort of competitive advantage, because you need to actually put in work. You actually need to go in store, and a lot of people are not going to go in store, okay? The products are not as easy to find, all right? And you just scan the products, that's it, okay? But still, some products will still tank when you do retail arbitrage, but you understand my point. No, with online arbitrage, you need to be able to build a moat around your product, okay? If you just find, because once again, if you just go to the regular sale that is going on Nike.com, everybody is looking at the same thing with Ulta. You know, we were talking about Ulta, everyone is looking at Ulta, everyone is looking at Nike.com, all right? And so, you know, like it's going to be the same thing. Everyone is going to see the products that you buy. So you need to find, and I'm sorry, I was on Nike.com, I was not showing you, but nothing interesting anyway. So, as I said, it's the exact same thing with online arbitrage, pretty much, because everyone is going to look at those sales as well with online arbitrage, with every single category, not just shoe, because everyone is going to see the same product. So you need to find some sort of competitive advantage, you know? For example, with shoe, okay, if with Nike.com, if you source on Nike.com, you need to find some great gift card, okay? So maybe if you can find, and why do I always go to arbitrage? I wanted to go to arbitrage card, okay? By the way, Arbitrage Stalker coming soon. The software that I'm developing. If you were not here, but we'll talk a little bit about it. We have time today. All right, we have time today. But yeah. So arbitrage cards. Try to find gift cards. Try to find better gift cards. So you need to find some ways to find a profitable to find. A competitive advantage to be able to actually compete, right? So go to arbitrage cards and find some. They have some great Nike gift cards. They have the best Nike gift cards that you can find online. Okay, they are not gonna have like on Raise.com. They're not gonna get as good credit cards for Nike.com than arbitrage card actually has. All right, so you need to find some sort of competitive advantage. For shoes, there are some loops that you can find, and I'm not even using them, and I'm still able to make a profit selling shoes. But like, there's a lot of loops that you can use to sell shoes. All right, especially on websites like Champs, Finish Line, and I will let you guys look for them because I do not want to burn some people loops. But like, a lot of people are making money like this. Okay. You just need to understand the loops. There's definitely some loops that can help you make money with shoes, with all those websites, even with Nike, okay? Back in the days, and I do not know if it's still the case, but back in the days, you know, when people were reselling hype sneakers, and I was into that like a long time ago, maybe 2012, 2013, when I was in high school, when I was finishing high school, actually. I graduated high school in 2012. Like the loop with Nike was to get what we call pulse codes, okay, which were 20% or 15% code, and people were actually buying those codes from other people to actually be able to buy hype shoes profitably and resell them to make a little profit. So this should already tells you a lot. You need to be creative and find ways to manufacture your margins. Really done. I'm going to get to your question about Prep Center in a few, but let me finish on that. You need to find creative way to manufacture your margins, okay? Because this is what's going to give you the advantage, okay, amongst other people, and it's true for every single category, not for shoes. All right, so yeah, that's what you need to do if you want to sell shoes profitably. But what you guys said about selling shoes online arbitrage is true for every single category with online arbitrage. You need to be creative and find creative way to reduce your buy cost. So we're done. I need to start working with a Prep Center, but I'm afraid they leave some price tag or something like that that could damage my account health. What do you suggest? Okay, so price tag. Mistakes can happen. But this is not something that if you are scared to take step into actually delegating. I know it's scary to start delegating stuff, but you need to if you want to grow, okay? And so you cannot let stuff like this actually drag you back and make it so you're not delegating stuff, okay? It's scary, you need to delegate, of course. Prep centers can do bad stuff, but you'll be fine, okay? Most prep centers are not going to be as big of a mistake as this. The representatives know their job, okay? Know what their job is. The only thing that I will tell you is do not work with ShipDiff, okay? It's a trash prep center. Actually, I was talking to some people actually not too long ago that actually confirmed that they had bad experience with ShipDiff as well, okay? So it looks like I was not the only one. I was thinking at one point that I was maybe the only one that had bad experience, but actually no, like ShipDiff is a bad prep center. Find a small prep center. I would actually share, if you were to do volume, I would share my prep center with you, but I sent so many people that she is getting overwhelmed, okay? My prep center is actually getting overwhelmed. So like if new spots ever open, I will let you guys know. Just open a ticket on the Discord server and leave your, you know what, I'll figure out something. Yeah, open a ticket. If you guys are looking for a prep center, open a ticket on the Discord server, send me your email, and so I will send you a notification with my, I'll create a list on my autoresponder, and so whenever there's place open with my prep center, I will actually give you guys, send you guys an email to notify you, all right? So Andrew, hey, so I work at an auction warehouse and I get an 80% discount of everything. What's a good way to start buying a pallet from them, or just picking up processed item one at a time during my shift? So, first of all, what kind of auction warehouse are you working at? What type of products do you get? Is it a new condition? Is it returns? What is it exactly? I'm actually kind of interested because I'm actually working on my eBay business, and so if you get interesting stuff, I would definitely order pallets. Same thing, come on the Discord server and send me an email. But yeah, regarding the auction warehouse, I would say, yeah, it's not necessarily a business that would work on Amazon, and I'm not an expert on that. Maybe some people are doing this. I don't, because on Amazon you need itemized invoice. All right, you do not get an itemized invoice, you cannot actually submit the itemized invoice if you have some inauthentic complaints and all that stuff. So you need an itemized invoice for Amazon. All right, so for that reason, it's tricky. Okay, it's returned, but some are close to new or new. I would personally look into eBay. If you can get me deals on that, contact me on Discord. Maybe we can work something out. Because as I said earlier, I do not know when you actually joined the live, but I'm working on my eBay business, and so I'm looking at potential way to source products in bulk. So let me know. We can look into it, like just open it. But yeah, like if you can actually pick up, and I do not know, yeah, maybe Facebook Market, Craigslist, but also eBay. Like, do not sleep on eBay. But you know, like, I don't know, it's probably immoral for you to actually pick the products off of the pallets when you are actually working and then buy it. But yeah, like, maybe I would not do this. Like, you can potentially buy pallets if you get 80% discount of everything. That's actually great. But yeah, like, you can, if it's, yeah, the only thing with Amazon, the only thing that would be tricky, that you need itemized invoice, you know? That's the only thing. But with eBay, you can make a ton of money with eBay. Yeah, Facebook Marketplace and Craigslist. I don't know about Craigslist, but you can potentially do it. But, like, you know, it's not necessarily a marketplace where you can actually, I guess, it's not a marketplace that's really built for e-commerce, I would say. So I would focus more on eBay, Facebook Marketplace, Poshmarks, all those platforms, you know. It's probably a better idea. But yeah, if you just joined, yeah, I was saying earlier, I'm working on my eBay business. And so, yeah, if you have some deals, you have some stuff, just send me, just contact me on Discord and we can work it out. Do you know Prep Boys? They are also in Florida. They keep calling me. I'm looking for a prep center in Broward County since I source half of my stuff doing retail arbitrage. Prep Boys. I think I've heard from them. Let me see. Let's look for it. Prep Boys, right? Let's look for it. So you are in Florida as well. My Discord, you know what? Give me a second. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put the Discord. I'm going to put the Discord in the chat and I'm going to pin the comment. Let me do it. Give me a second. Discord, I'm trying to find the link. Here we go. Join us on Discord. Here we go. So the link is there. But as I was saying, yeah, Prep Boys. So let's look at them. If you are in Florida, if you are close by to them, is your plan to actually drop your retail arbitrage stuff to them for them to prep it? But if you're in Florida, you are in Broward, if I understood correctly. Broward is Sunrise in Broward. I have no idea where Sunrise is. I'm sorry, like my... Let me see. Sunrise is west. Oh, it's by Plantation. Oh yeah, it's super hot. But yeah, it's in Broward, so you would actually need to drop it to them. I guess I would try to meet them in person to see their operation. If you are close, that's the best thing to do, and you're gonna need to make some trip over there to drop your stuff anyways, right? So yeah, I would actually drive there to actually meet the guys. But yeah, no, I think I've heard from Prep Boys, but yeah, I do not know them. I don't know. But yeah, with prep centers, I think the thing that you need to do is really, you know, the best way to find a prep center is to get recommendation from a friend or from somebody. So yeah, if you do not know anybody, like, come on a Discord server and ask around. Okay, talk to people, try to make some friends, and this is how you're gonna get. It's going to make your life 10 times easier for stuff like this. Okay. For me right now, like, you know, for me, like, it's quite easy because thanks to this YouTube channel, you know, I talk to a lot of Amazon sellers, so if I need anything, it's easy. But yeah, like, no, to be honest, prep center in Florida. I know there's that other prep center in Miami. I forgot how it's called. Is it called iPrep? Attends. Wait. Was an FBA prep center. Miami. Let me see. Let me show my screen. I forgot. There's definitely one prep center in Miami and iLogistic. Here we go. So this one is in Miami. They used to do affiliates. They used to have an affiliate program, and so people were using it. People were actually recommending it, but I think a lot of people stopped recommending them for whatever reason. I don't know. Yeah, they still have an affiliate program. So yeah, I'm not sure. There's that prep center. It's not in Broward, it's in Dade County. So yeah, that's all I can tell you. You know, I don't know. Let me just turn on the light behind me. It's not plugged in. Okay, the light fell. Whatever. But yeah, like there's this one that I know in Miami. I wanted to work with them when I was actually studying online arbitrage. I did not do it, I think, because it was almost impossible to get them on a call. I think that's the reason, if I remember correctly. But yeah, like, it's tricky. Like, getting a prep center is actually tricky. You know, it's not something that's easy. You need to, like, the best way, as I said, is to actually get recommendations. And yeah, that's really the way. That's really the best way to do it. That's really all I can tell you about the prep center in Florida, to be honest. I have no idea. The only one that I know is this one, okay? iLogistic. Except from that, yeah, that's it. You are welcome, Willie. You are welcome. So yeah, I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about the tool, about Arbitrage Stalker that is going to become public soon. Okay, people on my coaching groups are able to use the tool for free. It's part of the membership. So, and by the way, other tools like this cost a ton of money. I'm dipping out of here to do some more research and to plan my server accounts. Finding a server is tricky. I'm glad I can expect my team beforehand. Alright, man, Andrew, I'll see you later. Definitely anything, talk to me on Discord. I'm interested. But yeah, as I said, Arbitrage Stalker, okay? So, I'm still working on a few features before making it public. Because there's gonna have way more features than what we have right now. But if you don't know what Arbitrage Stalker is, it's a tool that I am working on and... Let me do this. Boom, okay. So, I made a quick home page because we needed a home page, okay, for the tool. And so what it is, it's a software that allows you to track storefronts, okay? So instead of doing, you can go on the page, there's no SSL certificate, so it's going to tell you the page is not secured. It's just because there's no SSL certificate and the page, the website is not, the tool is not up yet, all right? It's not public, but let me just do this. If you actually go on the app, it is actually secured, all right? It is actually secured. So let me just log in. Here we go. So this is Arbitrage Stalker. Okay, we are working on adding more features. It is a tool that is going to help you track storefronts. Okay, so you can just add storefronts to the tool, to the software, and what it is going to do is it's going to notify you whenever a storefront actually adds new asins to his, if the seller actually adds new asins to his storefront. So let me show you an example of what it looks like. This is one thing that is taking me a lot of time that I'm working on since last year, and I want to make it the best software for online arbitrage, right? So let me just go quickly to my demo Discord accounts. You can pretty much receive notifications like these on Discord whenever, and of course, do not look at these products, it's just a demo account, okay? You can receive notifications like this on Discord whenever those storefront actually add products to their store, okay? So it makes storefront stalking way easier, okay? It makes storefront stalking automatic because pretty much, first of all, storefront stalking, if you do storefront stalking randomly, you are going to look at the same leads over and over again. Also, you are going to look at leads that tanked in the past. Also, you are going to look at, just bad leads. Like this way, if you do your storefront stalking this way, you just track a bunch of storefronts, great storefronts. You're going to find great leads, okay? Leads that were just added or that were just replan, because there's a replan catcher as well on the tool. So I'll talk more about it whenever it becomes public, but I'm excited to actually, I could make it public today if I wanted to, but there's a few other features that actually makes a ton of sense for online arbitrage that I want to work on before to add them to the tool. And so at that time, I'll make the tool public. Really done. The software looks great. No doubt I would be the first to try it. Congratulations. Yeah, thank you, man. And I'm super excited to make it public soon. Okay, as I said, the tool could be public right now, but there's just a few things that I want to be perfect before we release it. Also, as I said, the home page looks trash. All right, the home page looks trash. I literally put it together in 5 minutes. Okay, the launch offer is going to be $39 a month to track 25 sellers. I'm probably going to make it 40 sellers for the launch offer. Yeah, because it's like all the tools charge 39 for 10 sellers. So I want to make it more than that. I want to kill the competition pretty much, okay? Because I think that all those tools are overpriced, and there's not a lot. Okay, there's not a lot, and a lot of those tools are trash. But actually, my tool homepage is trash. I put it together in 5 minutes, 10 minutes maybe. So yeah, but yeah, working on it. Could go public right now, but I want some more stuff added to it, and it's coming soon. Actually, like this is one of the things that I'm working full time on. That, as I said at the beginning of the call, a lot of you guys were not here. You know, like I have like 4 full-time jobs. Okay, when I'm done with this live calls, I'm going to eat. Okay, because my wife's cooking. But when I'm done with this call, I need to eat, and then I need to work on. Oh my god! I need to tell you guys this story. 2 of my VAs were fighting today. Crazy story. I don't know if I want to tell this story. But pretty much like the manager actually changed the schedule. Okay, and so they were getting mad, which I understand. But like, yeah, crazy story. You know, the stuff that you need to deal with. I have like 4 times job. I need to work on my Amazon business. Okay, I need to manage my VAs, which is another full-time job. Actually, I have a manager. One of my VAs is a manager, but you know, sometimes you need to manage the bullshit that arises. Okay, like what happened today. Then I'm working on a software. I have this YouTube channel, but you know what the thing is? You know what the thing is actually? I'm not complaining because I made it this way. Because if you guys work a full-time job, you may not realize it. But whenever you get time freedom, okay. When you have too much time freedom, you actually get bored, okay? And so, the reason, like, if I'm being 100% honest, I could actually go live in Southeast Asia, okay, like in Thailand, I guess, get a nice luxury condo for not a lot of money, run my business 100% with a prep center. Of course, the margins will be lower, but I would have enough profit to pay me a salary that would allow me to have a super comfortable life, working from you know, Southeast Asia, from Thailand. You know, you can live with really little money, okay, compared to the US, and pretty much not do anything because my VAs could take care of my Amazon business 100%, or if I wanted to, I could just do my YouTube business, okay, my personal brand business, and just live from there. Stop selling on Amazon altogether, or just let, you know, my VAs work with my Amazon business, work 1 hour a day, and just chill in a beach in Bangkok. The truth is that retirement is actually quite boring, okay? And if you are not working towards something, life is actually super boring, all right? So this is something that you need to realize. Like, if you are working towards actually retiring, and this is what happens to a lot of people, by the way. They build a huge business, they sell it, they start traveling for 2-3 months, and then they get back into actually trying to build something. The reason why I actually started this YouTube channel, one of the big reasons why, is because I'm actually like, if I don't do anything, I'm actually bored. You know, just the Amazon business, at one point, especially when you start doing online arbitrage, you start getting a lot of free time, especially when you have a prep center. Okay, when you have a prep center, it's going to save you a ton of time. And you know, like, life gets boring. All right, lives get boring, and so this is literally the reason why I actually started doing a little bit more. I actually went back into store, and actually, you know what? Retail arbitrage is boring, but I went back into stores to do retail arbitrage to find a way to scale my business, to work towards something. Even if I still need to manage my VAs, even if I'm working on the YouTube channel, even if I'm actually working on the software as well. From time to time I get bored because, you know, I don't know what to do. Sometimes I just need to wait. And I'm trying to, like, the more free time I get, the more I'm trying to get busy with the time that when I'm actually free. You know, and this is why I take on a lot of other projects, such as this YouTube channel. This YouTube channel probably takes me, and also I'm doing coaching, so it's another thing that you add on top of that. And I have coachings every single week. And actually, you know what? If I'm thinking about it, if I have to think about it, the thing that I enjoy the most amongst all this stuff is actually the coaching. You know, the coaching is actually super fun to do the group coaching, even more, you know, more than the one-on-one coaching. And to be honest, to be 100% honest, if you think about it, the coaching is actually the worst way for me to actually use my time, the group coaching, okay? Especially the first few groups, okay? Because let me do the calculation. In one group, I'm making like $500 a month, okay? You divide it by, you know, I'm spending probably 2 hours a week working on this, okay? And probably more like 10 hours a week working for every single group, okay? Because, you know, I spend at least 1 hour a week, 1 hour a week on on coaching calls, but usually it goes over 1 hour. You know, sometimes I spend 1 hour and 20 minutes, 2 hours, and so I green light leads for them. I check leads. I send them Loom videos whenever they send me leads or they have any question, so they can refer back to those videos. And so, you know, I make less than $50 an hour with the coaching, which is, you know, it's actually the worst way I can actually use my time. But because if I work on my Amazon business, I make more money than that, you know, an hour. If I work on the software, eventually it's going to bring me more money. If I work on the YouTube channel, if I were to actually edit my videos and all that stuff, I could potentially scale the YouTube channel way faster. But what I actually enjoy the most is doing some coaching, right? Doing the coaching. And so it is actually crazy to think about because I don't know why. It's actually like the best part of my the thing that I prefer to do in all the things that I work on is the group coaching, okay? Because, you know, I have a group of people, and so this is something that I'm actually quite excited that I'm actually waiting for every single week. You know, I had a group coaching this morning. I think I have a group tomorrow, and like I'm super excited for the group coaching all the time because it's the only thing, okay, that I'm working on that is actually at fixed interval, okay? It's every single Monday at this time I have a group coaching. Every single Sunday I have a group coaching, for example. And so the thing is that, you know, time freedom is great, but like you start to lose, if you do not have a schedule, it starts to get boring. It starts to really get boring. And so the things that I prefer, because, you know, with my VAs and with all my business and my VAs, that help me, we do everything asynchronously, okay? So it's not like we have meetings and all that stuff. Anything, we make Loom videos to communicate, and we communicate. We do not even talk on calls, except there's something super serious, but like we do not even get on calls to talk, you know? I just make Loom videos. We talk about it on Discord whenever somebody starts a shift. It's really asynchronous, okay? We do not need to be logged in at the same time to work with me and my VAs and all my other VAs, right? So, you know, this is really something that is putting some order into my life, the coaching calls, the group coaching calls, and so I think this is why I enjoy this that much. I think this is the reason why I enjoy this much. But yeah, I think that's the thing. Like, Amazon gets boring. First of all, Amazon gets boring at one point when you understand everything, just the same work over and over again, and then you start delegating, and then you start having free time, and then it sucks even more because you get too much free time. So this is when, you know, this is why I actually started working on the YouTube channel. Then, you know, same thing with the YouTube channel, you get used to it, you have your process. And YouTube channel, I spend 30 minutes a day to 1 hour a day working on the YouTube channel. Then, you know, I work on the YouTube channel from 8 a.m. to 8:30 or 8:30 to 9 a.m. sometimes until 9:30, and then that's it, you know, all my work is done. And then I get on the Discord server, answer questions, check the emails, all that stuff. And this is why I take so many projects, pretty much because I'm bored, you know. And there's not a lot more that I could do for the Amazon business except trying to look for more capital. Okay, so this is why I'm, you know, that's pretty much it. So at one point you cannot put more time into some projects, and so you need to take other projects if you want to stay busy. So I don't know if it's good to work this way or if it's actually bad. What do you guys think? I really don't know. But yeah, I've been live for like 2 hours? That's crazy. Yeah, let's call it 1 hour and 45 minutes. So, I'll hang out with you guys 10 minutes more. What should we do? What should we do? So we can really say that it's been 2 hours that we've been live. You know what? Let's play some chess. I actually don't know what to do. Okay, for the next 15 minutes, I talked about everything that I wanted to talk about, so we're gonna play some chess together. We're gonna play one game, and then we'll call it a day for this live. Okay. I said that we were going to play some video games. I do not want to play some video games when we had our next call next week. Okay, so it's going to count as video games. Okay, I'm going to play one chess game, and then we'll call it a game. If any of you want to play against me, you know what? If any one of you want to play against me, and if any one of you can actually beat me without cheating, by the way, I'll offer you a free one-on-one coaching. All right? But yeah, let's play one game of chess against this guy. We're gonna play Blitz. My rating sucks in Blitz. With how much money did you start your business? My Amazon business, I did not start with online arbitrage. I started with private labeling. Bro, it's hard to focus playing chess, right? It's actually a bad idea. I should not have started this game. But it's actually I play chess on chess.com, minimum. So it's actually bad move. It's actually let me focus a little bit. I actually started with like $3,000, pretty much, when I started my online my private labeling business. And not even. I think I started with $1,700 to place my order, and then I came up with the rest of the money a little bit later, pretty much. Because you can just pay half of the order when you actually place your order if you do private labeling. So yeah. Let me focus a little bit. Here we go. It's better that you can control what you do with your time than the boss dictating what you do with it. Yeah, that's true. I mean, that's one way to look at it. But, you know, the lack of structure in your time when you are your own boss is something that is actually that actually sucks. My god, bad move. That's fine. Okay, I'll sacrifice. But yeah, that's actually one thing that sucks when you you know, when you are your own boss, kind of, because you are like, you do not have a lot of structure in your days. So yeah, it sucks. And like, you know, it's the exact same reason why some people actually that have been in jail for a long time actually go back, do everything that they can to go back in jail, because whenever they go out of jail, they do not have the structure anymore in their life, and so you know, they start being depressed. They start getting depressed, pretty much. So that's the exact same reason why. Let me think. What can we do from here? I played really badly. What I did was really bad. Let's do this. Let's push. This is not a good idea. I'm fucked. Yeah, I'm fucked. Let's do this. Yeah, that was really dumb. What I did was just really, really dumb. I have no idea. It's really hard to play while talking, actually. I did not know that it was this hard. Yeah. That was dumb from him. I need to find a way to okay. We can do this. Here we go. Let me think. I'm down to play blackjack. Where do you want to play blackjack? I'm down to do it. Fuck. Okay, let's do this. Okay, yeah, I have an idea. Actually, yeah, it's bad for him, actually. Okay, I potentially... Yeah, that was them. We're gonna win this game. GG's. We are, and because of Discord, I cannot see. Okay, we are +6. Okay, we need to be smart about this. So let's do this. We're gonna do this, and it's GG's. It should be. Let me think. Yeah, okay, it's dumb as fuck. The only thing that you can really do is do this to defend. If not, that's mate. Yeah, alright, GG's. Thank you. Yeah, alright, so yeah, I'm down to play blackjack. Maybe not right now because I'm hungry. I need to get some food. But yeah, it would be for a free coaching session for 1 hour. Yeah, Dragonaut. Hey man, I resonated with your loneliness and sacrifice family, friends video. Which one? The one that I released, by the way, I appreciate that a lot, my man. The one that I released this summer, right? I think I released it this summer. Let's look at it. Let's actually look at it. Let me see. Let me actually check. Because I released so many videos that I actually forget. But yeah, I had to sacrifice a lot to... I forgot how I called this video. Do you remember what the title of this video is? Because whenever I look for sacrifice on my channel, I cannot find it. Really world, yes, you're gonna if you want to, whenever we are done with this call, I will send you the, you know what, I will take care of it right now. You should, let me take care of it right now, actually, for you. Let me look at, you should receive the welcome email soon. All right, you're not gonna get today's targeted, but I'll forward it to you manually, okay? Because you should get the first one automatically tomorrow. All right, so let me actually set you up. All right, with your email. Let me set you up right now with the target list, and I'm going to send it manually. All right. And then we'll get back to Dragonaut. Let me just send the target list manually to Really World, alright? Okay, so let me do this, boom. Create a new contact, boom. Here we go, here we go. So you should receive the welcome email, Really Worlds. And I'm going to push today's email to you manually. Or I will just send you the link. Wait, let me see how I want to do it. Wait, I'll send it to you. Give me a second. Give me a second. Okay, I need to go here. Here we go. Okay, it's actually in my other email. I'll forward you the email right now, so you get today's target list. Wait. Okay, I'll check. Whenever the call is done, I'll just put a reminder. Whenever the call is done, I'll send you today's link, because the link, the target list is sent daily at 11 AM. So check first, please check. If you received the welcome email, if you haven't received the welcome email, email me at this email. And my VAs are on right now. So if you haven't received it, send me an email at this email, okay? And just, you know what, just send me an email regardless, okay? Tell me if you received the target list. If you have, great. if you received, I'm sorry, the welcome email. If you have, great. I'll just forward you today's target list. So if you want to look at it, if not, tell me. We'll figure it out. Okay, you got it. Still, send me an email. I'll send you the link. I'll send you the link for today's target list because this is just a welcome email. All right. So, Juggernaut. Let's go back to Juggernaut. Thank you for purchasing the target list, by the way. Watch the videos that you're gonna get at the same time with the how is it called? With the emails when you receive the targets, you will have 2 videos that will help you with your sourcing a little bit. So yeah, let me go back to YouTube and let me try to find the video where I talked about my biggest mistake, where Juggernaut said that he resonated with it a lot. Let's find it. Of course, I wrote it the wrong way. It's this one, I believe, right? Is it this one? March 19. I'm not sure. No, it's not this one. It's probably, yeah, it's probably this one. Okay, it's the one that I released in June. It should be this one. Biggest regrets when it comes to selling on Amazon. Yeah, and it's right before, you know what the crazy thing is? It's right before I actually went back home. I'm not sure it's actually that video, but it's right before I shot this video, right before I actually went back home in Belgium, and I probably shot it right before I actually knew that I was finally going to be able to travel back to see my family. So yeah, pick a pulse. Hey, how are you doing? No, there's no limit on attempts to get ungated. There's no limit. Literally, if you watched yesterday's video, Widya actually was ungated in Nike after submitting 21 times. So there's no limit. But let's look at it quickly. If you don't know me, my name is Chris Manguns. I've been selling on Amazon for a little while, and I make daily videos on selling on Amazon, right? I do online arbitrage. Now, we had a conversation on the Discord server, and by the way, yes, we have a Discord server, link in the description. Best place to meet other people selling on Amazon, best place to talk about on Amazon, and best place to ask any questions you may have. We had a discussion about return on investment, and some people were talking about what is a good return on investment to look at, and I talked a little bit about it in the past when I made a video comparing like what lever you can pull to your inventory, right? And you know, I'm pretty transparent, so you guys know that, right? I loved the way my hair looked, by the way, whenever I was not retwisting my dreads. It was looking more loose. I liked it, but you know, I like it when it's neat, like it's now right now. When I'm doing all those
return on investment for items that I sell on Amazon is around 49%, 50%, right? A little bit higher than that because I do not count cash back into it. It used to be higher than that, but not KPI, and you do not realize that you
I don't think it's this one.
You flip like 14 times, 16 times, something like that a year, while mine was only flipping 7 times a year. So even though it's down, I haven't really been focusing on it. I mean, I've started looking at faster selling, except my Amazon loan. But one thing that I want to do is potentially get the Plum card. And
nah, it's not this one. It's not this one. It's not this one. It's definitely not this one. But I think I remember. I don't think it's in that. Is it this one? I doubt it. Nah, it cannot be this one because this one is a recent one. Fuck. But I know which video you are talking about, but I do not remember. I have so many videos. It's definitely a video that I actually shot this summer. Yeah, it's definitely a video that I shot this summer, but I do not remember what I titled it. Sacrifice, maybe. Wait, no. Regret, because I wanted to talk to you about, give you more background on this video. 2 weeks ago? I talked about that 2 weeks ago? Really? Let me see. If it was 2 weeks ago, it was probably this one. Yes, you saw the background. Let me see. I'm back in the US. And it's maybe this video, and I wanted to talk to you guys about the biggest mistake I made in my online arbitrage business, and not just my online arbitrage business, but really my entrepreneurial journey, because this is something that I actually realized while coming back here, because I came back here after 9 months, and a lot of memories came back to my head, and I realized a lot of things. If you don't know me before we start, my name is Chris Manguns. Talk to way more people, even though I was still withdrawing towards myself. I don't know if it's so I actually cut. I did not burn bridge with people, but I actually stopped. Like I literally. That's this one. That's this one. Yeah, definitely. So it's just when I came back, and if I'm being 100% honest, I shot this video. I wanted to shoot this video, and I was not sure that I was going to release it, and I didn't know that it has like 100 views, more than 100 views. But I actually shot that video because I'm not going to lie. No, I was actually excited at first to come back to the US. But, you know, when I came back here, like, I realized that, you know, a lot of the stuff that I was chasing were actually, like, not important at all. Like, I literally spent a lot, like, a big part of my life here in the US, right? And, you know, actually, when I actually get back, I wasn't able to travel for 5 years because of COVID and because of immigration stuff. I wasn't able to leave the US because I was in the process, right? And long story, maybe we'll talk more about that in the future. But actually, I spent, you know, and it goes back to what I was saying, you know, if I'm in the US, it's for reasons because I want to scale the business. But like, I understand that scaling the business is not everything it's not the only thing that is important in life. And so, you know, actually one thing that was super hard for me when I actually got back in Belgium where I actually grew up is that some of my little cousin, okay, and in our culture, your little cousins are pretty much like brother and sister. Okay, it's not just, there's no word in our native language, there's no word for cousins. Okay, it's literally like there's a word for relatives, there's no word for cousins because they are literally your brothers and sisters. Your aunties and your uncles are it's like your dad and your moms. Okay, so for example, in Kikongo, which is a language that come from my dad, where my dad is from, you call the way you call so to say dad, you say tata, okay, and the way you call, like, for example, your uncle, that is the little brother of your dad, you will call him tata fioti, which means little dad, literally, right? So it's like it's just to show you the way things work in our culture, okay, with your uncles, with your auntie, like the aunties will be tata moisi. So it's literally the people that actually are, to explain that are raising you up. Okay, your whole family raised you up. And so it was kind of hard for me when I actually got back into Belgium after like 5 years, because 5 years is a long time. And so a lot of my little cousins had no, which are like your little brothers and little sisters, had no memories of me. Okay, they had a hard time having memories of me, and so it was kind of hard to like this is something that was kind of hard. And so when I actually, like, this is some stuff that I actually understood, because I spent so much time here trying to scale the business and all that stuff, and I could have left the country, but it was just going to be a little bit harder to come back and all that stuff. And the real reason why I actually stayed was to scale the business. And I was scared that if I left, the business would fall, which it did not fall, by the way. You know, the business did great when I actually traveled. But, like, you know, when I actually started traveling more, and I traveled to a ton of countries while I was traveling. You know, I traveled all around Europe while I was waiting for my migration stuff. And so, because I stayed in Europe for 9 months. If you don't know, if you just joined the channel, if you have no idea about my story. Like, I left the US last June and I came back 2 weeks ago. And so when I came back, I realized that, you know, like, a lot of things, not a lot of things were, like, actually a lot of things stayed the same, and so it was kind of depressing to see that. But I saw that all the things that I was chasing were not actually, that I do not care about a lot of that stuff. You know, for example, actually the friend that actually picked me up on when I actually came back, good friend of mine, okay, super good friend of mine, he actually bought a super nice car. He bought a BMW X6, right? But, you know, the truth is that it cost a lot of money, and so, you know, I could, and you know, I said it, I think I actually said it in this video, I could, if I wanted to, I could lease a Lamborghini, actually drive a Lamborghini around Amazon, which would, around South Beach, put some stickers with my social media handles and scale my social media business like this, okay, easy. But it's an extra stress that I would have, and it does not mean anything to me. Yes, I love nice cars, but I want to have the freedom to actually be able to travel and all this shit, right? To go back to Belgium to see my family when I want, to see the world, because I really enjoy. You know, I traveled to pretty much in 2024, I've been to 4 continents. I've been to Africa, I've been to Europe, I've been to Asia, and I've been in America, right? I've seen a ton of countries, and so, you know, when you really do this, and you know, when I came back, I was actually a little bit depressed because, like, I realized that all the things that I've been chasing, like, do not mean anything. I do not care about having a nice car right there in Miami, driving like a Lamborghini, driving a S-Class. I do not care about that shit. If it's going to bring me more stress, and if it's going to make me have to work a ton more for no reason, just to be able to make my car payments and you know, to pay the insurance and like to pay to give $2,000 a month just in this, I really do not care about that stuff. I want to be able to travel whenever I want, to go back. Yes, I enjoy being in Miami, you know, but I actually want to. And you know, when I actually came back, I realized, like I said, I was telling myself, like, is this really why because, like, if I'm being honest, and I'm sorry if you are American and this offends you, but the US, okay, yes, Miami is a great place to live, but the US is not that great of a place to live in, okay? It is not. It is not. It is great for business, okay? It is great for entertainment, okay? Like, you know, I grew up listening to hip hop. I grew up watching NBAs, all that stuff. I can go to a game whenever I want. Literally today, by my house on South Beach, there was an event from the NBA with Mario Chalmers, which is alumni from the Miami Heat. Rashard Lewis also was there. I took a picture with Rashard Lewis and all that stuff. And it's fun, you know. All these things are fun. But yeah, exactly. Like, a lot of my motivation switched from material things more towards like family and freedom. Because why would I actually work so hard to be free and then give some of my freedom to stuff like, just to be able to own stuff like this? Like, because yes, you know, I'm kind of free, you know. If I wanted to right now, as I said, you know, I could live in Southeast Asia for 6 months, then travel to another country, doing all that stuff. The only reason why I'm really here is to scale the business with FBM, because I have a visa allowing me to stay in the US for my business. Okay, I have an investor visa. To scale the business with FBM, to scale the eBay business, is the only reason why I'm in the US. And of course, the weather. Okay, the weather is way better than the weather in Belgium. All right, but the weather, it's something that I can actually get in a lot of other places, right? And so, why would I work so hard? Okay, just to buy? Because to be honest, like, if I'm being honest, you know, I have 2 cars. Okay, I'm not going to lie. I have 2 cars, which may be a little bit extra. But they are not like super crazy cars, okay? One of them is a 2007, I repeat, a 2007 Toyota RAV4, okay? Super nice car, and I eventually plan to, I'm going to keep it forever. It has only 40,000 miles. It's super great for me to actually bring shipments and bring inventory, all that stuff, and drop shipments to UPS and all that stuff. It's a car that I actually got for free from an old neighbor that I used to help right there in my building. She moved and she's too old to drive, so she gave me the car for free, all right? And I have a Dodge that I'm driving as well, but the engine blew up and it's somewhere in North Miami at a friend's house. And it's, by the way, if you want to buy a Dodge Avenger for parts, let me know. I'll give it to you for $1,000, all right? Or we can negotiate. If you are planning to buy, if you are close by and you are willing to pick up a Dodge with a blown up engine, you want to get it for parts, let me know so I can get rid of it. I'm tired of this car. But yeah, so pretty much I'm fine with this car. Like, I do not care about driving a Lamborghini Urus, for example. I could do it. I do not care about it if it's going to remove some freedom from me, if it's going to make me have to work. I'm already working hard, but if I do not want to work for this, pretty much, you know, like, I'd rather spend that money every single month to be able to actually travel back to see my family, all that stuff. And I said it in the video. You know this bracelet that I have right here? No, you could say that it's a dumb bracelet, and it's not going to show because I need to. Okay, here we go. You know, it's just a dumb bracelet with my name. You know, you can see it. You can see it quickly, slightly. Here we go. You know, but you know, this bracelet is worth more to me than a Rolex because it's my little cousins that did it for, you know, and so my little cousin that she's 15, okay, and you know, we really reunited because she had no she was following me on Instagram, we were following each other on Instagram, but she had no memories of me because the last time I saw her was the time that, and there's way more stuff, way more things going on, the reason why. Exactly, as people say, it owns you versus you owning it. And this is really not something that I wanted to do. But as I said, this is worth way more for me than any Rolex could be worth, you know? And so I could buy a Rolex. I could have a nice Rolex. And I'm probably going to buy one in the next few years. Maybe not the next few months, because I'm really focused on the business and all my money is going towards all the things that I'm working on, right? But of course, I like all that stuff. But for me, it's way more important to be able to travel. As I enjoyed my time so much traveling in Czech Republic, Morocco. In Morocco, I was able to meet one subscriber, by the way, which is Badly, which is a great friend now, that I meet through this channel. I went to Jordan. I went to Austria. I was able to see so much shit. And doing all this stuff, plus being able to go back to see my family all the time, picking up my little cousin at school, you know, every Friday, playing with her, it's actually way more fun. It's actually way more fulfilling for me than chasing money for no reason here. And of course, money is important, okay? Money is important. But I'd rather not own any dumb shit like this and have the freedom to do whatever I want. Because if I wanted to, today I could say, you know what? Let me go live in Vietnam for 3 months. And then I'm going to try 3 months in Belize, let's say. You know, I could really do this shit. But things would be different if I actually owned a Lamborghini, all right? If I actually owned an S-Class. And you know, this is what that friend, which is a good friend of mine, that actually bought, when I was away, that actually bought the X6, the BMW X6, told me, like, this shit, like, pretty much, he did not say it in these words, but this is pretty much what he said, like, this shit is owning me, because it's not like I cannot afford it, but it's a big stress every month, because I don't know if something happens, you know, what I'm going to do with this car, you know, it's his dream car, but at the end of the day, the car starts owning him, and he's making a good amount of, like, he's making good money, he's making really good money, so pretty much what he's doing, and you know, what he's doing, he does not own the company, but, you know, the Miami Heat, all the people working for, and by the way, this is why I keep saying, when I go see a game from the Miami Heat, okay, when I go to the I think it's called Casella Arena right now, I have a better parking spot than Jimmy Butler. Yes, I said it, and I can always go watch the game for free. But yeah, you know, what he's doing pretty much is he does not own the company, so pretty much his brother, his cousin used to own the company, okay, his cousin passed away, they sold the company and he's still working as a manager at the company, but what they are doing is they are taking care of the transportation for employees for the arena, where the Miami Heat play, okay, it's called the Casella Center right now, it used to be the AAA, the American Airlines Arena, it is not anymore, it's some software that now owns the sponsorship, alright, so the reason why I'm telling you this is because he's making decent money, but it does not matter, like, this shit is starting to own him, okay, and so, you know, with this money he could reinvest money into the business, he could start other business, but you know, it's his dream cars, and it's his dream car, and I understand that, because I was thinking the same way before, but even if it's your dream car, it starts owning you at one point, and so yeah, you know, like, to be honest, that's why I do not necessarily care. Of course, I may buy a nice Mercedes, I may buy a Lamborghini Urus in a couple of years, maybe, but I'm not sure where I want to live my life right now. You know, Miami is a great place, but like, would I buy a car like this and spend $3,000 a month to never drive this car because I want to be traveling all the time? I doubt it, alright? So, yeah, that's pretty much the way I think about this. Millennial money mom, you have a great attitude. A lot of material things are just liabilities. Yes, they're liabilities. It's not a bad thing necessarily, as I said, you know, because yeah, like, it's nice to drive a nice car and all that stuff, but the main thing is, it's fine to have liabilities if you know, if, like, let's say it's your dreams, you have a lot of passive income, all that stuff, yes, of course, but at the end of the day, I'd rather do other stuff with this money and use this money to travel and, you know, to spend time with family and friends and come back here and, like, to travel, like, maybe if I was able to travel every month, right now I cannot do it, but like, if I was able to travel every month, go back for 1 week and then come back in the US, or come back for, or, you know, just leave the US for 1 month and then come back, that's really the way I want to live my life. I do not see myself staying in the US right now for more than 3 months without going back. As I said, the US is a great country for business, but like at the end of the day, this is not where I'm from. And it's not like I'm from Belgium, okay? I have nothing, like, it's just my dad and my mom ended up meeting in Belgium. My mom is Italian, my dad is Congolese. They met him in Belgium. I was born in Belgium. I have no Belgian ancestry, but just, the history between Congo and Belgium also, like, the Congolese part of my family, a big part of the family lives in Belgium, okay, because of colonization. It's like India and England, okay? So this is why you have so many Indians in England, in the UK. In Belgium, you have a lot of people from Congo, okay? So it's pretty much the same thing because, so Dragonaut, I know a lot of people who make good money but don't exactly love what they do, and it's common for people to spend money to go, exactly, yeah. That's the thing, and same thing. And also, I'm at the age where I see a lot of my friends hating their job, like not actually liking what they do, but they start buying a house, having a car payment, doing all that stuff, and so you are stuck, like they get stuck in corporate America because of this, I could, like as I said, I could, and of course, this is at one point you start thinking about, you are starting wondering if you chose the right path, because you see these people doing this and that, having a stable job, all that stuff. Because sometimes, I'm not going to lie, sometimes this line of work, the thing that we do as entrepreneur is sometimes it's stressful, because you do not know. Like sometimes your earnings are a little bit down compared to the last month. It's not always growing. It's not always stable. Some months are down, some months are up. When you work a job, it's pretty steady. Okay. When you are an entrepreneur, sometimes it's super high. Okay, so you have some months, okay, it's great. You are making, like, you could make $20,000 profit this month, and I don't know, next month you just make 5,000. So there's super high highs, but there are super low lows as well. So sometimes you start second guessing. And I've never worked a corporate job, by the way, and I know that I would hate it. But sometimes, and to be honest, especially when I got back in Belgium, all the friends that I grew up with started having some corporate job, and I said, you know what? Actually, did I choose the right path? And of course, I know inside of me, I know that this is like I like what I do way more than I would actually hate being into a corporate job. But when you see stability and all that stuff, like steadiness, this is what I should say. You actually start thinking about that. Flexibility gives you the freedom to move quickly and adjust. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, if I actually had a big car payment, all that stuff, or if I was living, where I live is quite expensive because it's South Beach, so I do not live in a luxury condo, but I still pay a lot of money for where I'm living at. Okay, my rent is quite expensive. All right, as I said, I could pay 25% of what I paid if I moved to a place like Vietnam, Bangkok, something like this, But yeah, the great thing is that it's only my real big payments. I do not have a flashy lifestyle. Yes, sometimes I like to buy clothes. Yes, sometimes I like to do stuff. But like for example, if you watch all my videos back when I was here, a lot of the time I wear t-shirts that I literally got for free because I do not like to spend. I like to spend money, to buy nice things sometimes. But there's a time for everything. My theory is I'd rather make 20k a year with upside potential and enjoying it every day than exactly. Yeah, exactly. And of course, like I've never really worked a 9-to-5 job, because first of all, I did, but not really. So I worked some student jobs, maybe for 2 months when I was in Belgium. I drove for Uber when I was in Belgium, but a real 9-to-5, never. So like I could not really speak about that, but I know that my small experience in the workforce, I hate it. Okay, I used to love actually, and I talked about that on Louis Moore podcast when I was on it. I loved to drive for Uber when I was in Belgium because I was making like €70 back in 2013, I believe. I was making €70 just working 4 hours, and my mom wanted me to actually get a real job before I actually moved to the US. Right, or during the summer, I do not remember. And she sent me work at the factory, and I hated it. So yeah, definitely I would have rather, because at the factory I think, you know, it was, actually it sucked. The pay sucked. It was minimum wage, whatever. But yeah, I definitely resonate with what you just said, Dragonaut. Millennial Money Mom said, what do you do for bookkeeping, accounting, taxes? So my tax situation is it's going to be a little bit different from you guys, because I'm not American, and I stayed out of the country for more than 6 months this year. So I'm not, and of course my accountant needs to confirm this with me, but I am not supposed to pay tax in the US this year, apparently. Okay, and this is probably one of the reasons why I'm going to stay out of the US for more than 6 months a year, okay? Which, by the way, as American, even if you do this, you are still gonna need to pay tax in the US. Sucks for you, okay? You can give up your American citizenship to avoid this, but yeah, as an American, you can go live anywhere in the world. They are going to track you, and you are going to have to pay tax, okay? But yeah, like, jokes aside, it's not a joke, it's true, okay? As an American, you can go wherever in the world that you want, you're going to need to pay tax. If I leave the country for 6 months, a year, I do not have to pay tax in the US pretty much. I think it's a little bit more than that, but I've been outside of the country for way more than 6 months, so we need to confirm that. But what I use for bookkeeping, I use Settleboard. Okay, we enter all our expense on Settleboard. I used to use QuickBooks. We don't anymore, but I am going to, because things are becoming to get messy with the different businesses I run. So there's not only the Amazon business, there's everything that has to do with YouTube, then there's going to have the software coming in. So we're probably going to get back to QuickBooks. But most of the bookkeeping, my wife is doing it. She's taking care of the bookkeeping. With Settleboard, we enter all our expense on Settleboard, all that stuff. So this is the way we do it. Also for eBay, yeah, things are getting messy because we also have eBay on the side. So we need to figure out some better solution. But yeah, this is what we do right now, pretty much. This is what we do, and she's taking care of most of it. I'm just enjoying life. She's doing the hard stuff, if I'm being 100% honest, okay? She's doing the stuff that I do not want to do, which is bookkeeping, accounting, making sure reconciling shipments, all that stuff that actually sucks. She's taking care of it. She's great. She's the best for this. Alright. But yeah. I'd definitely rather make 20k a year. Not even with upside potential, but just being free, Not even with upside. Even if there's no upside potential, if there's no upside potential, actually it sucks. So I withdraw what I just said. With the freedom, I'd rather do this and be free than having to answer a dumb boss. And I need to tell you this story, okay? I need to tell you guys this story. The story of when I actually worked in the factory, and I quit after 2 hours, and I did not have a car. Okay, let me actually tell you this story. I need to tell you guys this story. So, as I told you, what happened is, right before I actually came to the US, I had to get a job. Okay, my mom absolutely wanted me to get a job. Because, and so I did not need one, because I was driving for Uber, and I loved driving for Uber because I was just making my money. I was making like 70 euros, 100 euros in just 4 hours, working from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. Okay, and then, like, it was the best thing ever for me, because I was making that money every single day, especially during the summer, because what I was doing is basically I was taking people to the airport in the morning, I was making my money, I was going back home, I was playing video games, I was going to the gym, was making some music, and life was great, okay? My mom wanted me to actually get some sort of experience I get, and she didn't like the fact that I had too much free time, pretty much. So she wanted me to absolutely get, so she basically pulled trigger. So that specific factory, so it was a staffing agency that was staffing actually. The way it works in Europe is a little bit different than here, okay? But basically how it works in Europe for jobs like this is that you are going with a staffing agency, and so whenever there's shifts available, they put you there or they put you at another place or stuff like that. And so you do not work at a specific place, but for example, if at the factory there's a lot of shifts available, they're gonna put you at the factory over and over again. Now, what happened is, actually, you know, my mom wanted me to do this, so I had no choice. I had to go to that staffing agency, and they started to make me work at that factory, right? So I went on my first day. I did not want to go at all, by the way. I did not want to go there at all. So, oh, too bright. And so what happened is, you know, I started working. And you had to stay, like the work needed to be done while standing up. So it was super long, and it was just me and another guy. And it was a super weird guy. And like, you know, the thing is that we had nothing in common. And like, you know, for me, it's easy to talk in front of a camera and all that stuff. But if we have nothing to say to each other, like I'm comfortable not talking. But some people are not comfortable doing this, you know? Like I do not care. We are working together, all that stuff, but like, we have no common interest, okay? So we do not have to talk. And this guy was kind of weird, so he was trying to force it, you know? And he was like, "Oh yeah, do you have the PS3 or do you play on Xbox?" And I was playing on Xbox, so I said, "No, I'm playing on Xbox, whatever." And I'm not playing like a ton of video games right now, so you know, like it is what it is, you know? And he started trying to force the conversation and stuff. That was the first thing that actually pissed me off. But he told me one thing. He told me, "Hey, I was working yesterday, and yesterday night was crazy. So when you work the night shifts, things get crazy. People throw up because it was a factory making some sort of sandwiches. Like it's some types of sandwiches that you do not necessarily see right there in the US, but it's like soft sandwiches, right?" So I said, "Yeah, when we work at night, we do battles. We throw the sandwiches at each other, which is weird. Okay, if I'm here to work. If not, like if I'm not going to do anything, I'm just going to relax. I'm not going to fight throwing sandwiches, right?" But he said, "Yeah, and also, yeah, shit was crazy the day before. Actually, some guy lost his pinky finger." And I said, "What? Like a guy lost his pinky finger?" He said, "Yeah, at this machine, it's actually kind of dangerous. And so, yeah, a guy actually lost his pinky finger." And it was like the end for me. I said, there ain't no way that I'm going to do this trash-ass job, okay, to get some experience or whatever, and risk losing a limb, okay, just to make minimum wage, while I could actually be doing Uber, driving people to the airport and make way more money, okay, make the same amount of money that I'm going to make right there. In one day, I'm going to make that same amount of money in 3 to 4 hours. So there's no way in hell that I'm going to do this. And so what I did, so like actually, you know, started, like I was walking, so I was watching the clock, and so the time was not passing. So I waited until I had my break, all right? When time for my break came, like it was after 2-3 hours, okay? I had a small break for 15 minutes. So what I did, I went into the locker room. I changed. I went away from the back door and I started running. But the thing is that it was an industrial area, okay? And I did not even tell you everything, okay? I forgot to tell you about the boss. The boss was a weird guy as well, with fucked up teeth, okay? And I said, and he had a weird face, okay? And I'm sorry, okay? But I said, there's no way that this guy is going to boss me around, because he started coming and screaming, and I was getting pissed off, okay? I said, there's no way I'm going to let this guy actually boss me around. And so what I did is, I went through the back door, okay? I was like 18, 19 at that time. I went through the back door, and so I started running. But the thing is that it was an industrial area, okay? So quickly, they realized that I actually left. And so the guy came with his car, okay? So I was running and I remember I called my dad and said, please come pick me up fast. There's no way that I'm actually going to work this job, okay? There's no way, please come pick me up. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do this job, okay? So I started running to try to leave the industrial area, but this guy started driving super fast and came to me. And he pretty much said, hey, you cannot leave your job. Are you leaving? I said, yeah, I have something going on at my house. I'm leaving. I'm not staying. There's no way I'm staying. And so yeah, the day after, like the lady at the staffing agency was super pissed off. She called me. She said, "Oh, you leave your job. You cannot do this, blah blah blah." And I said, "You know what? I'm actually leaving to the US, so I do not care." She said, "Oh, you're gonna get blacklisted. You're never gonna get a job here," and all that stuff. I said, "I don't care. Like, I'm not going to work with the staffing agency anymore. I did not even want to do this job. And anyway, I'm leaving for the US in like 2 months. So I really do not care about that stuff." So yeah, that's pretty much my limited history working a 9-to-5 job. It was like 3 hours. Of course, I did some student job, but it's different. Okay, it was just 1 month, by the way. I think 1 month, 1 month and a half. Because in Belgium, the amount of work that you can do as a student is actually limited to a couple of hours a year. It's not like in the US where everybody can work when they are actually students. Yeah, that's pretty much my limited history. Working 9-to-5 jobs. I've never worked a corporate job at all. I have no idea about all that stuff. And yeah, that's pretty much my story in the workforce. Okay, my limited experience in the workforce. All right, so yeah, I'm going to go eat now. We've been on live for almost 3 hours, which is actually crazy. So I appreciate all you guys that came by the way. I really appreciate you guys a lot. It was fun. We are definitely going to go live every week. It's a lot of fun. Maybe play a little bit more chess. I'm actually glad that I won my chess game on live. You know, I'm glad that I was able to win it. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. Thank you everyone for coming. And let's do this next week. We'll find some fixed schedule at which we can go live, but we're going to do it once a week from now on. So thanks everybody for coming. Rails World, I'm going to transfer the email to you. I'm going to do it right now. So I'm going to go eat, guys. And after this, I will go back to work. Okay, it was fun. It lasted 2 hours. It was super fun. So yeah, thank you everyone for coming. I'll see you tomorrow for a new video. If you want to see me, but if I have a ton of video, you can see me in the videos. And yeah, I'll see you next week for a new live, and I'll see you tomorrow for a new video on YouTube. Thank you a lot for coming. I love you guys.